Hi, my name is Tiffany Cameron, Reggae Girls top striker, and you are watching Ryan LFC YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Oh, and there's them here. This is Boom Boom, aka World Boom, the Billboard selector, and I represent for Ryan LFC. To get the latest Reggae Boyz content, just hit that like and subscribe button. And the operation ball game, I say, knock it, Ryan.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Your boy Ryan LFC back again, guys. Another top shelf video for you guys today. As you guys can see in the title and the thumbnail, we're going to talk about classic interview with the former Reggae Boyz national goalkeeper. He have 12 cap. In my opinion, by doing this research, I believe that he should have more cap for the Jamaica national team. Been a part of the Jamaica team that went to the Gold Cup, the first ever Gold Cup final. In my part of history. So I want to welcome Ryan Thompson. Good morning, good evening, sir. Welcome to the
show. good morning, brother, man. What an introduction, man. My head is like swelling up right now. So respect, brother. I'm excited to go through this interview and chat and see where the interview take us, brother, man.
Yes, man. So all your family doing and stuff in the United States.
Man, amazing. Something I'm very, very, very thankful for. My family, my two daughters, my wife, my mom, everybody, here with me here in Austin, Texas. Matter of fact, I just dropped both of them off at school, and it's something that I look forward to every single morning, taking the kids to school, fixing their lunch, and going to pick them up again in the evening. So everybody is good, they're healthy, so I can't complain, brother.
Great. But Ryan, the first thing I want to ask you, tell us a little bit about your childhood life. Grew up in Jamaica.
Oh man, born and raised in Denham Town. To be honest, man, everybody know Denham Town. There's a lot of talent that comes from there, but as you know, there's streets. It's in the streets and it's rough, So for me, I grew up in an extended family. My mom, my grandma, my cousins, and I've always taken a liking to sports. So every so often you'll see me, on Wellington Street, playing scrimmage, on the road and running, cricket, whatever sport it is I'm involved out there. But as you know, my parents, my mom and my grandma, my grandfather, at the time they were like disciplinarian, So every time I go outside, they like always like, hey Ryan, you need to come back inside, And most of the time, most of the youths them on the street, they laugh at me. They call me mama's boy, but to be honest, it was hard in that sense, being laughed at. But I know they were trying to look out for my best interest, make sure I'm safe. Most importantly,
Yeah. So growing up Wellington Street, my brother, me have a brother and sister from Wellington in a Demantown. Yeah, my two bigger brother and my bigger sister. I don't know if you know a woman named Sonia.
Sonia, that name sounds so familiar.
Yes, man. They live close to where the soldier them camp now. That Arising building, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, them live right this, and you have the center. That's the first center Eddie Siago built in Demantown right
there. Yeah.
So this right off this where my brother and sister is from. So it's a small world, right?
small world. So,
yeah.
Man.
But what is it like though going to school financial wise now, and whose primary school and high school you attend to?
Yeah, so I went to Alpha Primary. Again, never really participate much in sports there, because I was more worried about coming home safe. My mom was like, Ryan, you could do all the sports you want to do here, but I know if you get involved in sports in a primary level, it's tough coming back home, and I don't want to get stray bullet. So as soon as I go to school, as soon as school I'm coming back home. Financial wise, we never have no money, brother. I keep it straight. My mom did everything in her powers to make sure that I had meals, food to eat. But I remember distinctly my mom walking hours just to find a job to make sure, say, yo, I have food on my plate, or she's asking friends to lend her some money to make sure I have lunch money to go to school. So I kind of grew up, see my mom working hard to make sure that I am always, protected from everything that's negative or something that potentially might lead me astray. And she was always that one there for me, and my grandma as well. So I at a young age, I'm like, man, my mommy work hard, man. I'm I'm her only child. You know what? Honestly, I need to step up to the plate as well. I need to start do some things, and after I left Alpha Primary, I ended up going to Camperdown High School, and I remember freshman, in a 7th grade, my dad one day I go through, like, boy, all my friends them have new shoes, everybody have this, new this, me not have nothing new, you see, and they don't know you're not new when you're from the streets. People laugh at you. People constantly laugh at you, So I remember it was summertime. I'm gonna say, I need to look at summer job. I was 12 years old at the time, and that was the first time I get a job. I went downtown, Orange Street, get a job at Patel's, counting botany. The man say, yo, you look a boy like you, I look job. I'm like, yeah, my mother don't really have the money, I want to help her out, you see, so make sure, say, I want to go find a job. I'm saying, you know what, show up tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And, 7 o'clock I was there, it was like, boy, the guy turned to me, it was the Indian man at the time. He turned to me like, hey, you know what, there's a lot of youth come here and say they want a job, and when they get the job, they don't show up on time, but you there before the shop even open, man. I said, yeah, man, we need a job, you see it. So I get my first paycheck. I never forgot. I get my first paycheck when I'm look across the road. It was a mother's across the road, and I go buy a big burger, brother. You see it, guys? It can't afford them things. You see it? Yeah. Buy a big burger, and it's one of the nicest burgers I've ever eaten in my life. That's the truth, because they always say everything they want it and can't get it. You see it? And right after that, I just, I'm finish eating the food, and I go home, and I just take every single dollar I earn and give to my mother. I say, Mommy, she's like, where you get so much money from? I say, Mommy, you know what? Today, so I'm gonna look at work, man. At work money this day, you see it? And from that day. To be honest, it's like I see the smile from my mother's face. I'm gonna say, you know what? I want my mother to have that smile every time. So everything I do, I'm gonna make sure I put 100% in it. And even if she don't want me to play ball or nothing, me go find some, because me need to do something that's gonna make me feel good, in return make her feel good, and that's where everything kind of started. I started, in Camperdown, started doing a little bit of track, start doing a little bit of cricket. And my brethren, Andrea White, one day we were playing interfarm, I was always an outfield player, so we were playing interfarm, and, I was a Reggae keeper for a cricket team, and someday we just never have a team, we never have a goalkeeper, that's a team, but we never have a goalkeeper. And I'm like, okay, who want to volunteer? I say, I'm going to volunteer in it, and I jump in at the goal, and the man says, boy, I got it, they call me Godzilla, so gotta turn Godzilla. So Godzilla was the name, at the time. You see, people say you look rough and all of them sitting there. You see, I said, boy, Godzilla, yeah, what going? You are going at the goal. And anyone will say, they play well. And I said, boy, you're good, you see. And I said, yes, sir. Andre at the time, Antman, he was the best young player for me at the time in Jamaica. Him and Hakeem Priestley, and Antman was like, I gotta let him bring it to Harborview and try out. And that's when my life changed, to be honest, I went to Harborview and try out, and that's another whole story. So I don't really want to jump to that story unless you ask the question,
Okay. So you remember first part of the story you said, sometime you want to play football, especially when you're going at primary school, and mommy always want to come home early because she don't want stray bullet. Get you, because in Demontown it's rough them time they growing up in Demontown and Tivoli and all of them stuff. But when you really start to know you have a talent to play football, because talking about not playing as much you want to play in Demontown and on the street and at primary school, you went to Camperdown High School. Is it when you really start to play football do you play Pepsi Coles at Camperdown?
You know what's weird? Because I've always played on the outfield. I'm a sprinter. I was always a natural athlete. So while I was in Demontown, we'll make a little team and we'll go down a separate and go play, little corner league and stuff,
Yeah.
I used to do all those stuff, but I wasn't a goalkeeper. I really, really realized I had the ability was when at 14. That's when I started playing like organized football at 14. After that's when I was in 8th grade. Huntsman, bring me go to Harborview. Well, you know, and I got to tell you the truth. I got this, and enough people can resonate with the story right now. I show up at Harborview, I can't afford shoes, right? So I show up in a church shoes. I show up in a like a diamond socks. You see? And I show up in a white shorts and the crotches tear up. I made have a white shirt at the time too. But it have like some, you know, you look a print, I have a print, we look at money, I show up on it, you see? And when I roll up and them say, yo, who are the goalkeepers come and try out? I'm going to come and put them on, and everybody look around for me. And everybody start laugh. I say, and where the brother you are going? I church man going. Man, I show up in a gentleman, you see?
Yeah.
Remember the training session, brother, and man, I strike ball from hall, but I'm about to fight through my belly, and I slide, and the man say, yo, damn, this kid is the worst goalkeeper. You remember I say, you see? But I'm come back the next day, I'm going to show up. I'm come back the next day, I'm going to show up. I'm going to keep showing up, you see?
Yeah.
And only God can come convince me and tell me, say, Hansman never go to the coach and tell the coach, say, you know what, my friend is, him actually have ability. Make sure you pick him on the team. You know, because all over there, Camperdown at the time Camperdown full of talented baller, you know, me, Andrea White, Andino Griffiths, and them, you know?
Yeah.
You know, so anyway, the long and short, I met the team. I mean, I know how I make it, but I met the team. But I keep showing up, brother, I keep showing up. And I think what changed my life is we get the opportunity now for Disney, you know, for play a little tournament. But before we reach at Disney, the coach looked at me, Lord LeBron looked at me and tell me, say, boy, Ryan, I'm gonna tell you the truth, you know, good, you know. And I appreciate honesty, you know, good. But we're gonna win the tournament, we're gonna win under 14, Ken Matthews under 14 with the worst goalkeeper. I'm like, even better. I'm like, you know what, I just want somebody to give me a chance. But he gave me that chance. You know, the matter, Ryan, in no matter how much man them laugh at you, you're the first one there, and you're the last one to leave. So, me go help you. And I succumb, brother, my life. Me start, I put in work, but you know, got Orlando with the team. That was another story in itself again. First time I travel. So I think about Disneyland, and I think about Mickey Mouse, and I think about shopping. I think about a ball game. Yeah. And then I think about my father, my first time in a long while, I go see my father. And, you know, that was arguably one of my worst trips. Man, I tell you the truth, brother, because I go and I was distracted. I wasn't good. You know, players laugh at me again. You know, my dad at the time, that wasn't that story itself. My dad, you know, it was like this. It was a disappointment meeting him in the sense, you know, for many reasons. You know, don't want to go into those details yet, but you know, kind of heartbreaking, and I was vulnerable. So anyway, when we come back to Jamaica, and the following week they were going to Cayman Islands, and Coach Bernard said, "Here we are going, Ryan. You're probably one of the reasons why the team lose all the game, majority of the games, because we have Keith Kelly, Sean Fraser, myself, Akeem Priestley, you know, Sadiq Dai. Like there's so much talent was on that team. We should have like run through the tournament, but they just never had a good goalkeeper. I was just terrible.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I was bad. I'm an honest dude, you know, brother. You know, remember, I get exposed to. I get much training as like the technical, the tactical, and I'm just raw, you see. And so when you're raw, you're gonna make a whole lot of mistake, you see. And so again, me the honest youth. I take it. I'm gonna say, all right, cool. The man say, yeah, we're going. We got Cayman next week. I'm gonna bring him.
Really,
brother. The man cut me from a team. I keep a show up one day. One day the man show up and the man get my spot. So man say, yo, you were that bad. We only gonna take one goalkeeper to Cayman. Brother, hear me tell him, man, my ball. You see me? My ball. So listen, Mr. Man, I love ball in time too, you know. You see, so I be a tears, you see me? And I sit down, I remember sitting in the corner and I said, boy, God, you know, I'm gonna work hard, you know, I'm gonna work even harder, you know, because this can't happen to me again. And when them come back from Cayman, everybody happy, them win without me. So, all right, cool, me happy for the team and everything, and I tell you the truth, I put my head down and I just start work even twice as hard, brother. And at the end of the next year, U15 now, you know, we win 2 back-to-back under 14. The first one, we get most improved goalkeeper. The second year, we get MVP for the tournament. So you see the work I pay off now. You see, in under 16, we win under 16 again, MVP. You see it? People start recognize, you know, and say, boy, you're good. You see it? You know, I'm not good because I have a natural ability. I'm good because I put the work. You see it? And that's when I start getting little recognition and I feel good about myself. I go to school. Like, couple cats start look for you a certain way. I say, wait, ball. I say, wait. Them time I never used to get no cat in them time because I'm not good, you see.
Yeah.
So when I turn that and I suck I never play Pepsi, I end up play Coles. I suck I start, and Coles, open up a whole different world. I play Manning Cup and I camper down, and at the end of that, brother, it's just like I started getting a little bit of looks on the Jamaica national team, but it wasn't playing. It was like come to camp. I met Coach Campbell when I was 17, and Coach Paul Campbell at the time, was like, Ryan, I'm gonna bring you into the national team because I see the work we are doing, and then I'm gonna, get a taste of what it's like to be here, and see what it's take you. And brother, may I tell you the truth? After that, Paul Campbell started showing him really care about me. Him start develop me. Him start give me tools. And me I say, you know what? Life, sometimes all you need is somebody to believe in you.
Yeah.
A lot of people now, a whole heap of talented youth go by the wayside because they don't have nobody for believing in them, is it?
Yeah.
And I found that in, with Coach Campbell and Ludlow Bernard, there were two, and Andrea White, Huntsman. They were the first three people to believe that I have ability. I just never recognized my ability yet, you see? And my life changed. I had a very good, couple years at Camperdown. But then my mind started evolve, brother. And I realized, I look around in my environment, and I see most of the youth them where they really make it. When I really make it in a life is like them have mentorship is in. And I end up getting like 6 CXT subjects, but I went to 6 round, I stopped those schoolwork. And I kind of flunk out at Camperdown, you see, and the teacher them say, yo, boy, Ryan, you follow bad company now, you see. And I say, no, it's a mistake. I feel like I arrive, you see. So them time I'm 18 now. So then we meet Mr. and Mrs. Bailey. They were like the manager at Harborview under 20 team, And at the time I was a captain, and never Burtis Bailey, I'm a captain under 20 team now. And they were like, Ryan, you know what? We're gonna get you into Arden. I'm like, really? They were like, yeah, man, get in Arden, man. So I end up get accepted in the Arden, went there, and brother, that's when my life changed completely because I start looking around my surrounding. I see people I beat the book. I say, man, I play ball, people I look for guys scholarship, look for guys school, and I'm like, but they camper down, I never really see that. A straight sports with they camper down, sports and partying, you see me? Love camper down. Like, don't get me wrong, I love camper down, I appreciate it. But we get exposed to a different environment, and this environment is what gonna now shape my life to become, a well-rounded, human being and individual. Is in not just sports. You need to do sports and book. And yeah, man. And so I start do that. I start beat the book, and then boom, I get called for Jamaica and that 20 team, Carl Brown at the time, and brother, my life changed. That again, my finger right now, one of my finger crooked, and it crooked because the first time I get called out Jamaica team, I broke my finger. But I said, I not tell nobody so my finger broke, I can't tell nobody because I can't make the opportunity I miss me. Because at the time we'd go up on a trip to go to Germany. And that team brother was a star-studded team, Luton, Shelton, Akin Priest, German Taylor, Rudolph Fastin, like literally Rafi Wolf, like with that team, yeah, what I'm talking about.
So when a finger broke, where you wrap it with
brother, from the streets, I tell nobody, I play through the pain. Richard West, people don't know Richard West was one of the top strikers at the time.
Santos boy.
Yeah, man, top striker. Brother, our team was a star-studded team, and then as goalkeeper, it was me, Ralston Robinson and Dwayne Carr. 3 hours. So we go on the trip, and I say, you know what? At the first time I get called up for Jamaica national team and I make a trip, nothing deter me right now. You know what crazy too again, me I talk about Sharkman, because the same week we play against Santos and Harborview barely scraped through and win the game. But there was a 50-50 ball. I see a match when I broke my finger and if I cut on my leg right now, Sharkman kick me. He kick me so hard, my leg feel like it bust. You see that? I don't have a mark on my leg. So I go to Jamaica national team, U20 first camp, first trip, my leg mash up and my finger mash up. So much mental strength it takes for me to show up in a training and I go through training to make sure this opportunity to miss me, brother. And I go there and I get my treatment and my train and have a first practice match. Him start doing car start, and I think we end up lose again. I will start and our second match now. Ralph Starbers will start, and we think we did lose 2-1 again, and then here comes the next match. Now we have like three other back-to-back match. I'm gonna get my opportunity, brother. From there, me no look back. Every single Jamaica under 20 match, I may start. I accumulated in the 2.5 years. I accumulated over like 23 caps for the youth team. Then, Carl Brown at the time said, "No, man, the youth, you have special ability, man. You're such a good youth, a hard-working youth. They're going to invite you, Luton Shelton, Jermaine Taylor, and Hakeem Priestley to the first team." And I had my first international cap at age 19. And brother, I was happy because when I really look back to see all the obstacles and the grind, the look you to show from them and Tony in a gentleman. But now I represent him in national team, age 19, I get him first cap, and again, I was happy. I was very happy, brother, man, to be honest.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot, Bridget. That's a lot. So you play for the that chip that you didn't win to Cayman, that kind of changed your life totally. Sometimes things have happened for us looking to ourselves, because probably if you go on that trip to Cayman, you would achieve so much.
I agree with you. Like, and if you kind of study my life, I'm eventually we're gonna go deep into some of that stuff. Yeah. Study my life, and my life is all about you get knocked down, pick yourself back up. You get knocked down. Here's a shown. Then lick me down, then kick me down, I bounce right back. I'm a hard man for that. You see? And my mentality that, brother. I mean, the man, me no want nothing. Me no want nobody give me nothing. Me no read like some operator. Me no want nobody give me nothing. Me want to earn it. So that day there, when Coach Bernard say, "Yo, here what Ryan, but now I bring him." It's right. I didn't deserve to be there. Mm-hmm. I didn't deserve to be a part of that team, and I need to understand that from a young age. Cause that's that day was gonna shape my next steps. And each time you feel, you can have two choices. You can sit down and blame people, and complain. You know what? What a lesson of this. Find the lesson and you just keep it moving. No matter what, brother, brick by brick by brick, one step at a time. Always my philosophy is in. Mm-hmm. So that helped me shape a lot of things in my life, brother.
Okay. Yeah. So you play for under 17, under 20, under 23 senior team. All right. What next when you went to Arden? Because doing my research, you went to Arden, never play much in the Jamaica local league, right? So a lot of Jamaican fans don't really know much about you, but you went to college 2006 to 2009. Why college and not go all the way professional at the talent you have?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. As a matter of fact, I actually played a lot of games for Aberview, because I was starting for the youth, youth under 21s at the time. And then I was going back and forth in the first team with like Leroy Gray, Leon Garden. I was always, and then Leighton Murray, so I was always the young kid that's playing. And I remember Paul Campbell look at them one day and like, man, love Paul Campbell because he's one that believe in all the young goalkeepers in Jamaica. It was like, it's time for you guys to start. Barry Johnson, big up yourself, brother. One of my mentors there, Steve Mr. Paul Campbell always believed that in order for us to really develop the Jamaican goalkeepers, we need to play them in the first team, not necessarily 21. So I was getting back and forth there with the first team. But as you said, I wasn't playing much. I was on the bench. And while I made the national team, there was a lot of political stuff. I don't really like talk about them negative things here, but it's important that people understand
part of your journey, man. Part of your journey.
Yeah, man. Understand that. It's sometimes people can derail things in your life, but sometimes they're a blessing, sometimes they're a curse, And I remember at the time I am competing with Dwayne Kerr from Reno. I love Dwayne, one of my closest friends up to this day, But Paul, at the time, what's his name? Carl Brown ended up leaving Jamaica national team, and Wendell Downsville took over, and Wendell, you know, again, all most respect and knowledge him have in the world. It never made my life easy. You know, he wanted a arena goalkeeper. He never wanted a Harborview goalkeeper. He never wanted, you know, I'm just being brutally honest here, you know. And then I say it with all the greatest of intentions. So, you know, I'm left from being the #1 goalkeeper for the U20, U23, and the third string with, you know, behind Donovan Ricketts, Aaron Lawrence, you know, and Richard McConnell at the time was going back and forth as well. You know, for the first team to now we're going to the under 23 teams now to go play a tournament, and they're leaving me out of the team. I'm like, why are you? I'm the #1. See, I'm left from #1 to #3, you know, and there were other things that happened in the process I don't even want to talk about. But anyway,
Right.
but start look around my environment now. I'm gonna say, but these people, they have the power to just change your life like that. I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of people taking control of my life, brother, because of politics and all these madness. So I'm gonna take charge of my life, you know. I'm gonna start look around. I'm gonna start look around my environment. I'm gonna look at Ali and Whitaker. You know, played the World Cup with Pedacek and Ika Casillas. He's still in Jamaica. I'm like, what the hell? I look around at the time. I look at Leon Garden. Leon Garden for me was arguable the best goalkeeper. Brother, the man play up on the outfield. The man do everything. Super technical. When I talk about technique, listen, and him go camper down say, you don't know, so I see that in my record of full on them man. The man that come like God to me.
Yeah.
You see it? I mean, I look around and I say, wait, Leon make one mistake, you know, in the U20, U20s, U23s, and then they make one mistake, you know, in a Harborview, and them kill him. Them literally kill him in career, you know. And then I say, wait, okay, I make it worse. Wendell Dunswell just like, it's like, and Donovan feels at the time, you know, they just weren't giving me the love and respect that I should be getting. So here we are going. Thank God I got Arden. Thank God everybody in my environment, I study them book. Thank God I capture that part and start studying my book again. Thank God I have the ability. At the time at Arden, me and Akeem Priestley and Nicardo Evans, you know, Orlando Evans, you know, John Blacks, the trio would change Arden high school completely. Arden went from getting 8-0, 7-0 to now we are win every match.
Yeah.
We are play again.
About it, I did the interview and him say, me leave from Ulmers, go to Arden.
Yeah, man.
He just take them to a next level.
Yeah, man. And me and him, listen, ball from my hand, distribute. In them time that me I play keeper, sweep, and me have more assists in the cause when me get the ball, me I throw straight at him. I them know any breakaway, Godzilla they're on there go crush it. Any reaction step, brother, we turn Manning Cup on the head of the year because of the year you have like, you know, Howard Wang and Luton Shelton, they are Woolmans. And when we have players like a big rivalry, and them can't beat we. And them end up went on to go finals and all them stuff. But my point to make, 2 quality or 3 quality added to a team, make a team completely different. So when I do that, I look on that and I'm like, oh, under 20, under 23 national team, people just are feeling the environment. You know, the goalkeepers not getting the opportunity. You know, a man come and want to take away your opportunity. Like, you know what? I need to go somewhere else, man. I need to continue this path of putting something in my head. So Boogie first went to college, I follow Akeem Priest went to college, and every day we have to buy books. I go for, you know, I come to college, I can't take this to more Jamaica. Jamaica, I get stressful.
Yeah.
You see, so because I get stressful, I want to take charge. I'm gonna see no goalkeeper and make it to pro. Me need for lift up here. So, and at the time, Paul Campbell was just like, Ryan, he's gonna leave Jamaica team because at the time there's too much politics. You know, Paul believed that I should be the #1, and Wendell believe otherwise. You know, and they end up going at 23.
Carl, that are the big tall goalkeeper.
Yeah, man, my brother. I'm Mr. Carl, my brother like that. He's an excellent goalkeeper. But again, when if listen, if someone stuff given to you, you know, last. You see it? So they end up going to under 23s and they lose 6-0, and then Paul was like, you know what, I'm done with Jamaica team. I'm moving to he's going to move back to America, you know. So while that's happening, I'm like, you know what, I go to school. I go to school, and you know, I start pursue the school route, and I end up get a full scholarship to go to University of Tampa. And brother,
what's up? You love Tampa, brother?
Eh?
Why you love Tampa, so?
Brother, listen, the special place, brother. Tampa changed my life. You know, 90% of my friends them to this day, is from Tampa. It's a city. When I went there, of course, that is its fair share of adversity. Like, for example, my first year, I started out, first ever freshman captain. Because the man, them see the mentality they will come in there with. You see? I mean, as a people person, that social butterfly, but you know what? If we cross the line, we've got to be professional at work. We come to work. You see?
Yeah.
My freshman year, the NCAA came in at the time because I was playing back in Jamaica, and they're like, "Oh, you're a professional player." They took away the last part of my freshman year, and they also took away the first part of my sophomore year. But then they reinstate me, because they realized like there's a lot of players in the league that did the same thing. They're playing. I'm traveling the Aberville team. I'm not a police. Nobody, Jamaica team not paying money. Premier League not paying money. At best I get a stipend. So anyway, we get reinstated, and for the past the sophomore year, we take the team to great achievements. Winning conference. Next year, goalkeeper of the year, All American. 2 years, I'm a senior year. I broke every record. Every week, player of the week. And I think the biggest thing for me there was the fact that I was able to get the team to rally around me. I get them to believe that there's greater things to achieve, but I had to do that by example. I couldn't go and about, we need to do this and talk. No, we're going to talk and we're going to work. So when I time for go party, I head the line. I and them a party straight, the whole team. Okay, when it's time for work, I and them a work same times. So you have to build a social life in it, you see me? Some people don't think they just work. If you don't work and play, there's no success in that. You get me? You're gonna be unhappy because there's no real joy in just work. You see, you work and then you go play, and you work again and you go play, and that's the mentality toward college, especially environment for where you can get to meet all different people from all different walks of life, brother. I was able to accomplish that while I was there. Bring people together. You see, all of a sudden, me and the nerds in my role. And then you see me and the baseball, me and the volleyball, me and everybody on campus was friends. It was one of the first players, me I tell you, were really embraced me for who I am as a person and all of my talent and my ability. Me not pay for going nowhere in a Tampa, because of the joy and love and aspiration I bring in that community and university.
Bridging, trust me, bro. I do the research and I can tell you, Bridging, you have so much love. You have so much people support you in Tampa. That's why I ask you, what's special about that community that love you so much?
Yeah, man. I only live a life, my brother. I've always been this guy that work hard and just pour my heart and soul in every human interaction. But when you do them things there at Jamaica, people take advantage, people take a kindness to weakness, isn't it? A youth like me in Jamaica should have put on a pedestal, but I not get it, and not yet. They will hear about it, isn't it? Because at Jamaica was really following my journey and really in it for the right reason. The people who were in power at the time, I should say, not just I was breaking records in college every single week, But just imagine if Jamaica had called me to the national team while I was in college. Think about it for a second. But it never happened. It never happened, and it's all good.
I want to play the reason why I touch on that because I structured the interview. So, people, this is Ryan Thompson. This is Warping recently in Jamaica and what recently in the Hall of Fame. So, listen to this, people, and then we react to it. All right.
Goalkeeper Ryan Thompson will be among the 9 student athletes who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame at the University of Tampa.
Several times, the achievement of someone is echoed as a dream come true. But that's not the case for Ryan Thompson, who on October 20 will join an elite number of inductees in the Hall of Fame at Tampa University. Such achievement was never in the wildest dream of the former reggae boy, who says his main focus was to make the best of his life without thinking about the rewards.
I'm looking at the induction stuff and they give a little bio of all your achievements. I'm reading it. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize I achieved all these things, but because it was never that for me. It was always, you have an opportunity to make the best of it. Simple. That's what it is,
Still, Thompson is grateful to be an inductee, as he says it shows that he has made an impact on many lives throughout his time at the institution.
When my university gave me that call and told me that, hey, you're going to be inducted, man, like tears came to my eye, brother, honestly. Now, little youth from Town, you know, come true, you know, just live his dream as a football player, you know, and I think the biggest thing is it wasn't just the football piece, it was just that the social connection or outside impact I have on other people outside, you know, the football environment, you know, just building relationships and, you know, just staying positive through many, you know, negative circumstances, you know, and, you know, I'm just grateful, brother, real talk.
October 20 will give Thompson something he missed out on at his graduation, as none of his family members was granted a US visa to attend.
When graduation come, and then I look to my right and I look to my left, I see all of my friends, them, you know, and everybody else there. They are their mom, their dad, their brothers and sisters, their uncle, their auntie. And then there was just me. I look to my right, I look to my left, never really have nobody. And it was really lonely. You know, I kind of, you know, like, man, it's like the things you have to go through as in life when you realize you don't really have money.
But it will be a different thing this time around, as his mom is now living with him in Texas.
12 years later, you know, she's going to be able to, you know, see and witness, you know, our son walk on the stage and give a speech and kind of collect what we need to collect at the time, you know. So I think that's a proud moment. It's going to be a proud moment for her, you know, and I'm really excited for her more than anything else, you know.
And don't expect Thompson to be walking around with a chip on his shoulder.
I open the door for many young Jamaicans to come to university here. A lot of people don't know these things. I'm just behind the scene. I help because somebody helped me, and I need to help the next generation so they could go pursue their dreams and help them family and them, you know, and just be happy. I want them to have joy in their life as well, you know. So no, man, me not a chip on my shoulder, none whatsoever.
Thompson was an All-American during his time at the University of Tampa. Renata Brown for TVJ Sports.
Bridging, trust me, I really proud of you, my brother. Nothing but love and the work he has been doing over the years. It really pay off. And that's the reason why I give you that introduction.
Yeah, man.
Get the credit where you deserve. You understand? But listen, God now sleep. It will come. It's just a matter of time. You understand? I can't understand my Jamaican people them. Bridging. You are a legend, bro. You are a legend.
Appreciate it, brother.
And
I appreciate it, brother.
When you read the stats, I said 12 cap. You know that you're one of the Jamaican play in the Champions League.
Yeah, man. Brother, as I'm gonna say to you, brother, for me, it's someone comes and look back. I'm like, man, all these accolades, you know, like all these things may I accomplish, all these milestones, and that's why I feel here is that more than I feel, I know there's a greater power at work. You see, when people derail your career, it's just to, you know, put you on a different path when they can't even touch you. You see me? You know, they might just have fuel the fire on the train and all them things, brother. You see? So even that, I graduate as an All-American, you know, as I'm gonna say, at Jamaica was giving me the look, you know, the national team, continuous look. I probably would have gotten drafted in MLS, right? But that wasn't my journey. My journey different. You know, I left the school, the best goalkeeper in the entire country. You know, and I don't even get invited to the draft. And I'm like, man, what else do I need to do? You know? Okay, cool. Maybe I just need to go and try out. So I'm gonna go and try out to the USL at the time. USL would have tryout. And I have a cut across my face, you know, if you can see it. The first day I tried, one of my friends drive me 8 hours to go to Charleston to go try out. And ball play through, I'm gonna go there, Godzilla style. And the brother kicked me across my face, knock out cold. That was the end of my tryout. So I pack my bag and go home, a ball. Again, I don't know what I got to do, brother. And it's so happened that school end now, and I said, boy, I have two choices. I have to move back to Jamaica, you know, which would be a failure because a lot of people in Jamaica are like, oh, you're going to go to college, you're going to come right back here. I'm like, man, these people just want to see you fail, man, you know? I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay, I'm going to get my OPT at the time. It's like a temporary work permit to get when I graduate college, you know?
Mhm.
So I get that, and you know, there's a team, a PDL team in Maine, you know, reach out to me like, oh, you want to come play PDL? I'm like, no, we are that way. I go back to amateur league or play now. You don't, yeah, international play. I think about it. I'm like, you know what? That's the best I have right now. Yeah, I take the next step. I'll pack my bag. I'm gonna go up there, brother. You know, a matter of fact, after my graduation, I have 8 suitcases. I'm realizing I can't travel around with 8 suitcases, and I'll just start relinquish a couple of them as in. So that's what I end up doing. You know, I just have 2 bags and I let me travel with my travel guy Maine. And initially, I go there for a woman. I can't tell you the truth, because at the time, my ex-girlfriend at the time, she lived there. I'm like, what the chase that? I go there for that and the ball game. And when I did that, she not really pay me no mind. I mean, I said, Jaja, you know, I'm a full transparent youth, isn't it? So again, another obstacle I have overcome this. You see, and I'm just focus all of my energy back on ball. I say, Ryan, when has your life ever been easy? It has never been easy. So do what you do best. Just put in the work. And brother, I'm put in the work. And I see game by game, training by training, brother. And at the end of it, brother, we're gonna play offs and do really well. And the coach turned to me and said, Ryan, what's the next step? I'm like, I don't have no next step, you know. You see, I don't have no clue. But probably gonna try stay in America here, and I don't know. My man say, yeah, what going? There's an opportunity. I know this guy, Michael O'Neill, who, you know, was most recent Stoke City head coach. Is he at the time? He's like, I know Michael O'Neill. I was talking to him the other day, and he actually like your third string goalkeeper, Colin. You know, so I'm gonna let me call him. He called Mike and like, hey Mike, what do you think of Colin? And Mike was like, oh, Colin is a great goalkeeper. I think he could be our reserve goalkeeper. And then the guy, Paul Baber at the time, was like, hey, you haven't met Ryan Thompson yet. This youth make Colin sit up on the bench, and this youth is Jamaican international. And Michael, what? Okay, fly him over. Boom. Me didn't even think twice, but I don't know I don't even know at the time what team it was. Me never care. I just need an opportunity. I jump on the plane, pack my bag. I'm in Ireland. First day of training. Actually, they actually brought me there to go observe the first game them playing. First game I played, Michael only come to me like, hey Ryan, do you wanna go warm up with the team? I'm like, warm up? I left my boots at the house. And it was like, really? I'm like, yeah. Anyway, I'm like, I want to go. I'll go warm up in my sneakers. And one of the players saw that I was there with my sneakers. He was like, oh, I have a size 12 boot. At the time I wear size 10.5. I said, give it to me. I don't care. Give me the size 12 boots. Chew on the size 12 boots. I'm gonna go up there, brother, and you know, I'm having a time of my life. The next day I will show up at training. The third day I will show up at training. After the third day, Michael O'Neill was like, man, youth, a long time I don't see a youth hungry like you. Long time. All right, we just need to see in our game now, and then put me in a game to play with the under-17 team against some semi-pro team. And we call it 5-0 the game done. But what was happening in that game, it was just me being a leader. He pretty much put me in a situation where he knew me going to fail. I wanted to see how me going to respond to it. I'd save, I was leading, I was motivated, all this stuff. At the end of the match, Ryan, I'm going to give you a chance that you probably won't get in America or anywhere else. You're an amazing goalkeeper. Your hunger for growth, I haven't seen anything like that. So here we're going. As of now, your tryout is officially over. I'm going to offer you a contract. I can't sign you right now because we're at the end of the season, but I'm going to offer you a pre-contract. And if you want, you could stay here for an extra month in Ireland. Just consider it as an extended vacation and training just to get climatized. I'm going to say, what? Yeah, man. Send my passport in, stamp it up, blah, blah, blah. I spend an extra month in Ireland and, you know, and then the January I find myself there. Well, I went there to be the number 1 goalkeeper. Then towards, when preseason started, the number 1 goalkeeper in the entire country come back. So we have to sit down again and wait. And so he might play the game, he might play the cup game. And then eventually, what happened after that, him get by St. Johnstone. But we have a run in a Champions League. And brother, all of a sudden, we have a huge shoes to fill, but me prepare for all of these moments already. All of these obstacles and blah, blah, blah. And I remember when I see the draw, we're going to play against FC Copenhagen. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then boy, I beat up Barcelona over there, is he? Oh. No problem. I got the first match.
I think you kind of breaking up now. Continue, Tom.
Yeah.
Here.
You hear me?
Yeah, you were kind of breaking up. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, first
Yeah.
match. I may go start.
Yeah, it a kind of go bad, you know, right?
Hold on. I go check out now.
What a way, what a interview, man, people. Smash the like button. Andre55, big up yourself for the donation, man. Appreciate it, man. Ryan have an excellent game of versus Chile. Me never forget that game, man. That game that Jamaica beat Chile. We will get into that. Gunners Bars, big up yourself. Miller, big up yourself. Special edition, Boris Johnson King, big up on yourself. Andre55, big up yourself. Russen, big up yourself. State of Soccer, big up yourself. The man, big up himself. Enough love and respect. People smash the like button. Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, man, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Much better.
Okay. Yeah, man. So the long and short, you're like, you're going to play a Champions League game. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm nervous as hell. So what I did, I picked my phone up and I rang my college coach. And I'm like, man, I am nervous. I this is Champions League. I don't know what's going on. And the keeper that was here before me, he was doing so well. And my coach was like, Ryan, I'm not worried for you. You're made for this stuff. You ain't nobody difference out there. If you tell me that you're gonna go talk to a girl who's a number 10, then I'll be worried. Can you have no game? I'm like, what? So he started laughing at me. So that little laughter kind of soothed me. And then I went in the game, brother.
Make you relax.
Yeah, man. When I went in the game, brother, and I'm telling you, I had the game of my life. Somebody saved the money I'm making at the game. I'm like, man, this feels like what I used to do at Harborview in college. It's just on a different stage, you see. Mm-hmm. So, and then at the end of the game, I see some people run over to me like, how does it feel to be the first Jamaican to play in the Champions League? And I say, what? He must say, yeah, man. Oh, I'm like, I never know, and then this whole thing, I must say again, one more thing upon the box check, is in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the year was amazing. We went to we get knocked down to Europa Cup group stage, and went to Partizan Belgrade. Arguably again one of my best.
Which year this?
2011. This is 2011. When. Yeah, man. So now we tie a game at home against Partizan Belgrade 1-1, and we were supposed to go to Belgrade now, and everybody was like, man, you guys want to get 6-0. Well, we end up winning the match 2-1. And that's when we create history again. The first Irish team ever qualify for Europa Cup group stage, and the save I'm a make. So when I tell you, say, yo, I don't get the love and respect that I deserve in Jamaica, right? Mm-hmm. If you want to know how I'm loved, go to Ireland and I mention Ryan Thompson. Like,
hold on, Virgin. Me, I do my research, brother. Okay. Type it in, brother. The introduction where you get, brother. Legend. One of the greatest Jamaican goalkeeper of all time. In the people them in a island I talk about you. Yeah. You understand? And when me I watch one interview with the street I talk about you 2011.
Yep.
And him say, yo, you're amazing, man.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So that's why I say when I do the research, I say, oh my God, this guy is underrated, man.
Yeah, this man
supposed to get.
Yeah, you know what? The first them gonna underestimate you, and then after them
I'm gonna ask you a question because no Jamaican big man stay, Is it was a trouble person you give a look bit of problem, man? Them always say you have no manners.
No, you know what's funny?
You a guy like that.
No, I wasn't. I can't tell you. I was a disciplinarian, brother, man. I was just head down and work. And I think that's another piece of it as well, where people don't embrace in Jamaica, good people. Brother, in other words, I was an easy one for say, Charlie, leave him out. Him never cuss, him never say nothing. What I did though, I'm always curious. I wanted to ask questions. Like whenever I see injustice, I would ask, why are we doing this? Mm-hmm. I was always at a purpose of people first. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You treat people with love and respect, brother. So when I see in the environment that I'm in that people are not being treated with love and respect, I ask, why are we doing this? And I've done that at Harborview, which has put me on DV in a problem. The Jamaica national team, with Wendell Down said, why are we doing this? Why can't we just give what to Caesar what Caesar deserves? You get me? No, but other people, they don't like when you're intellectual as well. When you ask those questions, they expect you to just shut your mouth and keep it moving. So yes, I was a hardworking guy. Yes, I'm a discipliner, but I also like to ask questions. That's just who I am because I want to learn. I'm curious. You know, I learn to experience.
Probably that's one of the problem. Because you know our old time fashion people. Oh, who is you to ask me question? Don't ask me. And
Maybe. But this
maybe is it because they don't like when you ask question, brother. They like to keep your mouth shut, bro.
Yeah, but when you think about this as well, you know, where there is Ryan Thompson, there is a group of people, and we're not talking about just a group. It's a diverse group. All the English players them rally around me. All the local players them rally around. Everybody they around me, you know. And it's just always been like that because I'm a natural born leader, brother. Cause I'm naturally born. I care about people. I genuinely care about people. So when all the English players them come to Jamaica, them come and stay at my house, you know, and we are hang out and we, you know, and everybody together. I'm like, why wouldn't you want someone like that in your environment? You know, someone who bring peace and love and unity. You see? But again, I look back on history as well. The same way I'm trying to push out Bob Marley, the greatest man who ever come through Jamaica. You know, because my peach love and stuff. And the same thing is like a slavery mentality, brother. You get me?
Fair enough. So I want to so what happened make you leave Chanmay Rovers in Ireland? What happened?
Okay, so long and short of it, we end up winning the league, winning the cup, you know, qualify, all this fun stuff, right? And Michael O'Neill at the time had a vision of bringing more international players. You know? At the time, it was me and Rowan Ricketts were the two only brothers on the team. You get me? Like black man. I'm going to spit it out as it is. So Michael had a vision of, okay, if we're going to be really, really competitive in Europe, we need to make the team a little bit more diverse, you know? And he wanted a new contract. At the time, I was renegotiating my contract with the club. He wanted a new contract. And somehow him and the club fell out of favor. And they were like, okay, Michael O'Neill not returning. And because Michael not returning, my contract gets stalled. And here I am like, wow. So everybody who might bring in end up leaving. These things happen in club, you know, because I was on a 1 year plus option, you know. So I end up leaving. Rowan Ricketts end up leaving, you know. And here I am again, stuck in the limbo trying to figure out what my next move is, you know. So I was thinking, okay, I could easily come back to America and get in the MLS, brother. Knock on doors and knock on doors, nothing. But again, my country didn't help with that process because while I was playing in the Champions League, at Jamaica just give me one call, you know.
A total different. Build up your resume.
Stuff another time. It's not like we were going through a transitional period because Donovan Ricketts had like, okay, I'm going to retire. So now we are doing Miller there, Jacomino Barrett, all these younger goalkeepers coming up, you know. And I was the only one there that's playing pro.
At the
highest level and still didn't get any look at me. But again, things happen. Things happen for whatever reason it happened. And so I had to take a long path. I choose to come back in America to USL or just jump on an opportunity. So anyway, I jumped on an opportunity in Sweden. Went to Sweden, spent 6 months there. I realized that, man, like it was really cool. I have all my family. At the time, my no wife, you know, we were dating in college and all of this stuff, and then we broke up. And I realized that, man, I just don't like this what the pro life give to me now. You know, I'm just chasing, and this minute you have this girl, this minute you have next girl, and yeah, all over the place. I mean, I said, John, if me need for focus, me need for have balance. If me need have balance, me need to have a good woman around me, you know. And I'm gonna make a conscious decision. I'm gonna move back to America, and my wife and I we're gonna get married. And even if I have to sit out 1 more year, I'm gonna do that, sit out a year and train and prepare myself until I get my green card and all of that stuff. And that's why we got married. And I just didn't want to chase the Europe dream no more, you know. I moved back to America. My wife and I, we got married, and for a year, brother, you know, my wife supported me, man. You know, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At time a boogie come through, sometime would support me. But what was really interesting that every single day, you know, I had to train. I had to train every single day because that's who I am. I'm not going to sit down and allow things to just come as in. So for a year, me I train without a team. Full year 2013 after I just come from Champions League, all these things. Head down as a train. I'm going to have a wife that support me wholeheartedly. You know what? Your time will come. Don't worry yourself. Just stay grounded. Brother, me I run 25. Everybody can tell me I like running, like long distance running. I am running 25 miles every week, minimum. You know, I'm in the gym, I'm at work, and you know, come end of 2013, Tampa Bay Roadies call me like, hey Ryan, I already got a green card. We want to offer you a contract. I'm like, why didn't you guys offer me a contract from when I freshman year? You know, so that's the whole thing. But anyway, I end up get a contract with Tampa Bay Roadies. Another struggle again. You know, being there, thinking gonna be number one. You know, doing everything that it could be to be number one, and all of a sudden, boom. MLS goalkeeper come and big money, him start. And again, you have to just hold your own and stay patient. And that's a story of my life, you know, be the best teammate I could be while I'm watching. Because there were times when I'm number one, people support me. So when I'm number 2 or 3, I'm going to do everything in my powers to be the best possible teammate. But you know what, when training time come, they're going to know that I'm here. I'm going to give my heart and soul. But I didn't know what these things were preparing me for, you know. But I believe in just giving your heart and soul and everything, and that's what I did. Throughout the process.
Fair enough. But you know, I want to bring you back to Ireland, right?
Yeah.
As a goalkeeper, Jamaica is totally different. It's warm every day around, right? How do you adjust going to Ireland, that cold place, training, ball is supposed to wet, you're supposed to have rain, everything. All you adjust, because in Jamaica you don't have to worry about a lot of rain.
Everything was always about education, right? As I tell you, through my life, everything I had to learn through experiences. And the biggest one for me is like, okay, I don't know nothing about Ireland. I don't know, like, you know, more than Irish people are cool and they like to drink beer, you know. But when I step on the field, I realized it was a whole different ball game. I had to retrain myself for to catch the ball. So my first couple of games, I was fumbling a lot of balls. I just didn't know. You know, oh my God, I need to wear, you know, pegs at the time. I so-called peg in Jamaica, you know, soft ground. I had to I never used soft ground ever. So I had to learn how to put on soft ground, tighten it up and kick it. So it took a while for me to adjust. But again, this is just my mentality. You know, whenever obstacle come your way, you got to learn, you got to find the good things in it and keep it moving. And I learned from each of those experiences, brother. And, you know, as the season went on, I got better. You know, again, the part of it is just, how do you deal with failure? How do you deal with obstacles, man? You can make excuse and fool and run away. Me nah run from nothing, brother. Me jump head on in every single thing, and I'm not afraid of failing. So my heart big, brother, like a lion, is me. So you know, I had to relearn everything, brother. Learn how to catch, learn how to do all these things. Oh, and my wife is actually asking me something.
So we'll be right back.
What you guys doing?
Gonna go on the road for a minute.
Okay, no problem.
Just text me when you're done.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was recorded.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah. Boris Johnson. But you know Boris Johnson, right?
Boris, my brother, you me tell you. Boris Johnson, my brother, big. Let me talk about mentor and people love youth and want to see the better things in life for youth. Them Boris Johnson, Leroy Grace, them 2 youth there. Mark Miller too, you see? Them youth that grew up as a young youth that come through Harborview, yeah, them youth that help me out at a whole heap.
Yeah. Fair enough. So you went back home, Tampa Bay. After that, what happened when you went to Tampa Bay? You said a new goalkeeper from MLS come down.
Yeah.
And next obstacle. So what you do after that?
What I do, head down and work, knowing that, you know, my number could be called at any given day. You know, all the players felt that I should be playing, but it's okay. Players gonna always feel that way, you know. But if the coach want to put another person in, you know, because one with me, it's like I'm always coming to these teams when there's changing ownership or changing coaches, you know, for some reason. Again, I just my journey, that brother, you see. And so me end up training and preparing for these moments. And I would get little games here and there, cup games, and one game I get to play, the keeper get injured, right? Keeper get injured and throw me in the game. And we'll end up losing the game. And as always, the goalkeeper always get me. Remember, I not play a game, so I'm not watch fit and all that stuff. Mistakes will happen. Anyway, we lose the game. I'm like, Jesus Christ, again. So the other keeper I play, every week I make mistake, but if I play, man, a big money. You know, new ownership bring him in. So we have to deal with a political issue. Yeah. So that happened, and later down in the year, something else happened. And they put me in the game. But when they put me in the game, they're like, okay, we're going to play one half, and the next keeper going to come in. And I'm like, man, the people are just messing you around left, right, and center, man, you know? So I played the one half, McCartan stayed 2 goals, you know. One was a PK, and the next one was, you know, a ball with my deflect, and you would follow up with a rebound, you know? And I remember I went to bed the night, and I'm just thinking to myself, boy, they're probably going to cut me at the end of the year because now I get a free shot and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I tell everybody I'm in a deep dream. I'm going to tell you how Father God work, you know, I'm in a deep dream. I know people know that story, you know, but I'm in a deep dream. I'm in a sleep, and it's like God come to me and say, yo, Ryan, what if me give you a gas station? What you going to do with the gas station? I'm going to say, Father God, you know my style already. I'm going to give you a free gas, is it? And the meantime, I give you the free gas, brother, to everybody. My phone ring. I'm a jump out, I'm asleep, I'm a look on my phone. And I'm like, Rice Simpson, Jamaica national team manager called me. I said, this is when I'm at my lowest. This is when I'm at my high, you know. This is when I'm at my lowest. I'm finally getting a call from Jamaica national team. And Ryan called me and said, Ryan, I know it's early, Ryan. You know, Jamaica, we're on a tour right now. I'm like, yeah. He was like, are you sleeping? I'm like, manager, I've been up. You know? So he was like, all right, let me ask you a quick question. You have a UK visa? I said, yeah, I have a UK visa. When I was in Ireland, I got a UK visa, you know? And he must say, yeah, we have a match against France, we have a match against Egypt. You see, and a part of me want to ask a question, where is the France game? But if I ask a question, there's another follow-up question if you have a Schengen visa. I'm going to say, you know what? I not ask the question, you know. You ask me one question if you have a UK visa. I'm going to say, yeah. So anyway, you might say, all right, how soon can I jump on a flight? I say, I can jump on a flight tomorrow. I'm going to say, all right, no worry yourself. I call the club, call my club. And then literally just like that, them take me out of this negative environment. I'm finally reach England now with the Jamaica national team. Rice seems to walk up to me, and Winifred Schaefer walk up to me. And it was something like, manage, let me ask you a question. Where's the France game playing? He was like, oh, in France. Oh, by the way, what visa do I need? He was like, I need a Schengen visa. I'm like, oh, I don't have a Schengen visa, you know. I already know that I don't have one, you know. He was like, Ryan, why you never tell me that? I said, manage, you asked for English visa. You never asked me for no Schengen visa. Yeah. So anyway, the next couple of days, I spend my time, I run up and down, I get visa. So I finally got it. And that was my entry back to the Jamaica national team.
And we share this, Ryan?
This was 2013. 2014.
2014, when the chip down for you, they call you.
Don't call me. Listen, my chip down, and you know. But again, one thing I'm learning in life, I've always expect great things to happen. I don't know when or what, but so I'm stay prepared. Stay prepared, brother. And whatever obstacle I was going through my club, I'm gonna always show up and train. I'm gonna prepare, you know. So we play Egypt. Jacqueline and Barrett play. We tie 2-2. Winifred Schaefer come to me like, man, everybody keep telling me that you were the man back then. You're amazing. I want to see this one day. I want to see this. I'm like, okay. Don't worry yourself, man. So them see me at training, and I'm like, oh my God, like it's like I never skip a beat. Cause my energy in that training different to you know, isn't it?
Yeah, you talk a lot. Can't understand. So you talk a lot.
The energy up, and people just rally around you, and people just happy to see you back. You see, and so the France game come up now, and I was supposed to start. And again, blessing in this guys. God say, you know what? No. Somebody say, oh, Jacko don't have a contract. So we're gonna start Jacko again. Now Jamaica they're on four match tour. This was the end of the Premier League season. Players tired and all of this stuff. Thank God they never put me in the game. First match, first minute, Karim Benzema, boom, goal. Freaking Griezmann, boom, goal. And then a cross come in, and I saw what's his name, Olivier Giroud, Papa from Patrice Evra, boom, pass. So 3 in quick succession, 4-0. Then I saw Warren Barrett and Winifred Schaefer look down the bench. Man, this was like funny. And I did this. I literally, I don't want to be in that game, brother. Listen. France, in a 2 weeks, France is going to World Cup.
I remember that game.
Jamaica ball them tired. And I mean, I'm gonna set up. So when I see them look, I come so I'm gonna turn my head. Me no want in the match there. The match won 8, I think 8-0 end up losing the match. That was the last.
Who was the keeper?
Jacomina Barrett. I love Jacko. I love all of my brother them, right? That was failure at its highest level. I mean, no Jamaican people say they're not gonna forgive you. So that was the last game Jacomina played. After that, now we play against Canada, and then Winifred Schaefer. It was me and Andrea Blake. Now got a game, you know. Andrea play. I think we'll lose the match 2-1, and then the Japan match pop up now, and this is when me. He ended up leaving Andrea at the time, so they ended up bringing me and Dwayne Miller. And in the midst, I train in Japan now, and you know, as Winifred said to me, right, I love your energy. And I want to bring you on every Jamaican trip with me because there's something about you, you know, people talk about you good and so say like you're a team player and all this stuff. So in the left minute and nothing. Thank God for Winifred Schaefer, one of the first coach apart from Carl Brown, that came back and gave me the respect and love I deserve, right? So the day before the game, him said, boy, Ryan, you're gonna start. I'm like, Jesus Christ. This is 10 years later now when I'm getting my second cap, you know, brother. Think about that for a second. 10 years later, I'm getting my second cap for my national team. No problem. You know, you can go watch the Japan match and you see what happened in the Japan match. I had save after save after save after save after save. Boom. When I leave the match, standing ovation. You know, me and Onda in the back of the newspaper in Japan. And remember, God rest Captain Barrow's story. It was like, Ryan, you ain't leaving the national team ever again. Winifred Schaefer wrapped him on 1 minute. Boy, love you. That was me cementing my space back. But then Gold Cup, then Caribbean Cup pop up. Me, Andre doing car. You know, Andre play. You know, for me, Andre is an amazing goalkeeper. You know, amazing. You know, right now he's doing the business. So shout out to him. I'm proud of all of him I do. You know. So he was always going to be the future. You know, younger generation is in. So I'm playing the Caribbean Cup, and we ended up winning the Caribbean Cup. I didn't get featured. I was perfectly fine because again, I'm just happy to be back with the national team. I'm happy to be back, you know, doing what I do best in my country. And what I mean, I need to go serve my country. And I serve to the best of my ability. If I have to be a backup, I'm going to be the best backup. If I have to be in a stance, I'm going to be the best cheerleader in the shouting. If I'm going to be in the goal, I'm going to be the best flipping goalkeeper, heart and soul. And that's something that was very evident in everything that I do, you know, when it comes to Jamaica national team.
Ryan, I want to tell you, I was a goalkeeper. I played a team. I play for Boys Town Premier League. I play under 20. Me play the last under 20 in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Arnett Garden win it. Play under 21 for Boys Town. Play under 20 for Arnett. Didn't play Premier League for Arnett, but play for Boys Town. One of my problems me have as a goalkeeper. You see the mentality you have. I wish I always have that mentality because at a young age, every team I play for, I always start.
Yep.
And I don't like sit down on the bench. If you start to play me on the bench, I'm just going to quit. Yep. I just always believe I have to play. But you have to understand. I never have that guidance around me. Me always I walk say, oh, me are the best thing, brother.
Yeah.
Can't deal with the bench thing, and to know that you play only 12 games for Jamaica and the achievement where you have, when you look at your CV, it's fantastic out of this world. How do you manage as a goalkeeper over the years to always being second or sometimes third shot? How that make you feel? Because I couldn't do it, Ryan. Yeah. And to know that you talking about team player, the chemistry, Winford Schaefer, I want you to take me through that moment. How you feel most of the time, the obstacle where you pass and all of these stuff to second goalkeeper. I can't do it. I have to just do that.
No, it's again, I'm a firm believer, like life give you a lot of challenges. You can choose to look at The cup half empty or the cup half full. I choose to look at it half full, you know. So how do I deal with it, brother? I look around every time. I look at where I'm coming from, the environment where I'm coming from. I look at I'm coming from Demonton. I can't find food. You know, my mother struggle. My mother do her best to make sure everything all right. And people around me, friends that drop out, you know, left, right, and center. And then I look at my current situation. I'm like, which one I prefer, this or back then? And I pick this where I'm at all the time, because I am blessed beyond measures. There are many, 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 many talented players who never achieve, you know, what I achieve. Like, let's take Alien Whitaker, for example. That goalkeeper was amazing. He was an amazing goalkeeper, but he never got an opportunity to go outside of the country and play pro. Yeah. I am living it, brother. Regardless if I'm on the bench or starting, I am living it. Many of them never get an opportunity to go to school. I did it. Many of them never. So every time I look at my peers or people who've been there before me that never get a chance. I have the chance now. I gotta take full advantage of that, and I cannot get distracted by little things that's gonna show me off the mission or the purpose. You know, and my mission and purpose, brother, is to make the best of every opportunity I have, so I could be an inspiration to others to come after that. So this is my thing. That's how I deal with it, brother. Everything comes from a place of gratitude. You know, because a lot of people don't have what I have, brother. So I see it as a blessing, brother. Is in. I'm gonna keep doing the best I have with what I have whenever I have it.
Yeah. But talk to us about the 2013, after 2013, play that game against Japan, right? You played that game against Japan. What changed after that? Winfred Schaefer came to you that, listen, captain came.
Yeah, Winfred Schaefer came on. I was like, Ryan, you know, I'm just gonna, you got to be here. You earned this. You know, I don't know how Jamaica left you out of the national team in the past. You know, and so I started getting a lot more featuring games. You know, of course, we went to Copa America and all of these stuff, and you know, of course, the Gold Cup run came, and each time I was still like reserve goalkeeper, you know, because we had amazing goalkeepers in Dwayne Miller and Andre Blake, Dwayne Kerr, myself. Now we have the four-way meetup, four generations of goalkeeper meet up, and all of us came through the ranks of Paul Campbell. So we are all great human beings. We were all, you know, like excellent goalkeepers. We're all in the pro world now. You know, Andre Blake now just got drafted, you know, first round pick, you know, big achievements, you know. So now you have four quality goalkeepers. How are we gonna work together? Are we gonna, you know? And I never get upset when I didn't play. You know, I just always stay prepared. And you know, when 2015 came around, Miller Kerr started the Copa America, and you know, we lost most of those games 1-0. Iman Miller, I was the backup for all of those games. You know, now we fast forward, like a couple of weeks later, we're in Gold Cup 2015. Miller.
Before you go to the Gold Cup, how did that feel to playing against Argentina and all of these big teams?
Amazing, brother. Again, you know, you see Kun Aguero. Matter of fact, I got like Kun Aguero jersey after. You know, in the Japan game, I got 100 jerseys. 100 came and gave me his jersey. You know, so you know when people respect you, the performance. Sometimes it's easy for you to go ask for a jersey, you know. But when somebody comes to you and
give you
a shirt, you know it is something that go in the game. And that was the case with me and Under. Like, I was like, wow. And that's the picture them capture in a Japan. So grateful for that moment. Grateful for many moments that passed. But moving forward, you know, like I'm looking at all this stuff. Wow, I'm here. I belong here. I know I should be here. You know, when this opportunity presents itself, man, you know, I'm gonna make the best of it as always. You know.
Yeah, talk before going to the Gold Cup, because you're doing great things and people are doing so much things. Yeah. This story is long. I'm going to get to it because we're going to play some video of him academy I'm doing right now. But talk to us playing that game against Chile. First Jamaican team to beat the Chilean national team. He make some fantastic save in that game. We win 2-1. Talk us through that moment.
Yeah, you know, that's weird. So this is what I talk about. You have the mind is so powerful, right? Because at the time I'm playing at St. Louis FC, you know, and in the USL Championship, and I got injured, and I haven't trained for a month. So I had two choices. I could, when Jamaica call and say Ryan LT again, I can tell them say, yo, boy, I'm injured and blah blah blah. I'm like, listen, me don't know when this chance I'll come back again, so I can't tell them. So while I was at St. Louis, I was training on my knees. I was catching, I was low diving, I was doing everything on my knees, brother. Like not a physical training session where I dive all over the place. I did the best I can with what I have. We can't run, so I creep or I walk. You get me? So when Jamaica called, that was actually my first full training session the day before the game. A lot of people don't know these things, but again, my mind and my heart, you know, so when we train at the local pop down field, we see some goat and dog running at Chile. We're like, man, Chile is like this, you know, and put one of the worst place to train. But anyway, game come around and, you know, Schaefer again, Ryan is starting. I was on the field. Yes, I belong. I've worked hard for this moment. I've stayed patient for this moment. Ain't nobody over there going to kick a ball that I haven't seen. I've seen 1,000,001 ball over. People strike at me and make trade because of training and other games before. So I was ready. So when the game came, I'm going to see Alex Sanchez, who was one of my favorite players, you know, Alexis Sanchez, I'm going to see him dribble, I'm going to see him beat one. I'm going to say, I can't make the money score for me, isn't it? And, you know, make me save them the free kick and all of that fun stuff, is it? And, you know, thankfully, again, you know, Wes Morgan and Jeremy and Taylor and, you know, Mariappa, McCleary, you know, Ruda, all of these players always believe that I should be more involved. They love that, right? I love playing with you. That's the word, that sentiment come out. I love play when I play. You know, but again, when I get my opportunity, brother, I'm grateful for it and I'm thankful for it. You know, of course I belong, but I can't go to the coach or the president, the man, and ring them and tell, yo, play me. I just gotta show that in training, and when I get my chance to play a game, I show. And again, history again. First Jamaica, I beat Chile. You get me? So
part of the history.
Check it. Just look at it. But my name always pop up somewhere there. You get me? So.
Yeah, definitely, man. Really proud moment. But Gold Cup, because you guys have a wonderful preparation leading up to the Gold Cup. As you said, we lost 1-0 against the big bitey Argentina. I can't remember the next two teams.
Other guy.
So we have a very good prepare. That was a very good preparation for leading up to the big one. Yeah. We went to the final, right? You are part of history again. First Jamaican national team to win to the Gold Cup final back in 2015. Talk us through that moment and what's the team what's the team coming in that 2015? I think you guys should won that year, you know.
Yeah, we were actually the word we use team. We were actually a team. We all were great friends, you know. You know, we got so close, you know, like there was no thing where I say happening, you know, local bass player and English bass player. We're Jamaican. We're flipping Jamaicans and we want the same thing. We want to make our country proud. We want to make our family proud. And that was one of the things that was so special about that team. Listen, if we're going to party, the whole team are party together. If we say, yo, we're going to set the JFF, listen, we're not doing this madness, we're going to do it together. You know, if we say, yo, you know, tomorrow morning, if we go party, the whole of we have to wake up and we have to go to the gym, go run off whatever beer or alcohol we drink. We were so closely knit, brother. Man, that team, they should have kept that team together. That team, if Jamaica, that's a World Cup qualifying team, but, you know, we always find a way to disrupt all of these madness, you know. So anyway, so because we were prepared, it reflected on the game. You know, it reflected in the game. Everybody was willing to go above and beyond for each other on the field, brother. And we had amazing talents. And that's why it's amazing moments, you know, that pops up again. You know, like I can't even say much about like the negative side of it because it was so overly positive. We were hardworking, humble youths with no ego. We had no ego. Like, you know, we just want to go to go play a ball game and make a country proud. Isn't it? So every man was very supportive. Everybody.
Yeah. So you finish playing for the national team, as you say, play under 20, under 23, you play for the senior team. You do it all. You end up with 12 cap. When which game is the last game that you get called up for the Jamaican national team?
I was preparing for the 2017 Gold Cup, right? So I played 3 games that year. Played against US. We lost 2-1. I shared the game with Andre Blake. Then we'll play Honduras, you know, which I started and played 90 minutes, and we won that game 2-0. Then the next one was against Peru. I shared the game with Andre Blake as well, you know. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, I had an amazing Gold Cup 2015. I had amazing games leading up to this.
Honest, 2017 Gold Cup.
2017. So I would believe that I'm going to be one of the first name on the list, you know. So when I saw the Gold Cup list pop up, man, I, for some strange reason, you like me, I always get some raw deal, and I don't know why, brother. Even let's rewind a little bit. 2015. After that, we had World Cup qualifiers, and the first World Cup qualifiers, I wasn't involved in the squad. They're like, I'm like, I just played all these games for Jamaica. We went to the finals, and I'm not in the squad. And then all of a sudden, that's when the team kind of start disrupt, and then okay, the next camp, that's when I get called back. You know, it's like all these people coming in with ulterior motive, like this is what do to season, man. And so if I saw 2017, how is it you're gonna leave out a goalkeeper who was, you know, instrumental in the team's success on and off the field? If you have vision, this youth must be here. Guys, be keeping everybody together. He's making safe. No, 2017, it was Andre Blake, Dwayne Miller, and oh my God, Arnie goalkeeper name again. I keep forgetting his name. But Damien Ayat. Oh my God, 3 goalkeepers. And at the time, I look around and I realize, oh, Jerome Waite is a part of the team. So now all this politics coming again. I'm really tired of this, man. How much can one person give to the country, you know? And we don't feel even used and disrespected. And so I'm at the same crossroad where I was, you know, back when, you know, I was looking to go to school. I am not going to allow anybody to dictate my future, you know. And if the thing is that people in Jamaica feel like, you know, all over the world, not Jamaica, they feel like they have control over people's life, you know. They don't know what beat through your heart. They don't know what runs through your blood, brother. I am Jamaican at the core. I'm Maroon. I'm African. You name. I'm all of this stuff. So I got this fighting spirit in me that never leave me, brother. Yeah. So, you know what? I remember after the Peru game, I kind of felt something coming, and I'm like, you know what? This is going to be my last time representing my country. I'm 33. You know, I could have gone to do, you know, more years of playing, but I'm just tired of the disrespect, brother, you know. And that's when I decided, you know what, I'm going to channel this energy into coaching, because I need to create a table that I need to sit at, where I could invite the people who I want to invite at that table and make positive change. You know, these people are gonna always be this way. And I could argue, and I'm like, I'm gonna you carry you guys to the side, or I could go make a difference, or I could make a change. And you know what, I want to be the change. So I went in, I'm like, I'm gonna be a coach, I'm gonna be a mentor, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna take charge of my future. And whatever energy I pour in as a player, I'm gonna pour that energy into me being a student and being the best possible coach and mentor I could be. And in order for me to do that, I need to go study. So I'm going to go back to the books again. So from 2017 until now, every year, I try to find a new license for tech. And I recreate myself every single year, brother.
Fair enough. All right. Stick up in there. Listen to this, viewers and subscribers. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I want you guys to go and subscribe. I'm going to put him channel with him academy. You guys subscribe and see the great work him doing right now. So I'm going to play a clip from him YouTube channel again. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. I'm going to pin it in the comment section. So listen to this.
Napoleon's linear series gas fireplace.
My name is Ryan Thompson, former Jamaican international goalkeeper. Most recently was the head coach for Austin Bowl FC. And now I'm the founder of RTG Academy, which is a mentorship goalkeeping-based academy. And our purpose is simple. It's pretty much to use goalkeeping to inspire and motivate goalkeepers to go fulfill their dreams, not just on the field, but also off the field. So we're going to use goalkeeping as an art of inspiration and bringing joy. So it's pretty much what we do here. You know, we have fun in what we do. However, we have a philosophy or core values: respect, inspire, develop, enjoy. You know, we want to be treated with respect, and so we then give everyone, you know, the way we want to be treated. So we treat people with respect, we treat us with respect here in RTG. We do everything in our powers to make someone here better. You know, we inspire them. So if I'm good at something, my job is to pass it on to the next person next to me. That's a true part of what we do here as well. And we work hard. We really work hard at our craft. You know, all 5 elements of development, and we have fun doing all of that. So again, you know, as you can see, we're having a whole lot of fun out here. You know, we're at a June summer camp. We're in day 4 right now. It's our last day, you know, but we have 2 more upcoming camps, and through the year we have, you know, Friday night session here at the crossover, and you know, we want to just continue to build this amazing community where, you know, goalkeepers here having fun, you know, and that's what it's all about, you know, being able to be yourself and express yourself and just grow, you know. So again, the big culture that we're building here in the community today is attracting a lot of people from all over, you know, the goalkeepers traveling from every state to come be with us here. You know, we have, you know, SNFC scouts are coming. We have college coaches that's coming. You know, when they, you know, like they're reaching out to me like, hey, we see your stuff on social media and it look like you're building something amazing and we just want to experience it. And they came and, you know, they love it. You know, matter of fact, one of our goalkeeper, you know, mysteriously, you know, like never really have an opportunity at the club level, but they got senior and now they're going to be signed to SNFC in the youth academy. So again, there's a lot of opportunities here. You know, we do the work and opportunity come. We have a saying here, the work is easier when there is opportunity. And again, the passion will drive us and it's been driving us, and that's why we're making so much noise on social media. We're making so much noise in the community. A big thing, we give a lot back to the community. You know, there's goalkeepers here who genuinely maybe can't afford to experience this. We open the door for them. We genuinely open the door for them because, again, it's not about the money, it's about the passion. And if you want to be a part of this community, we are more than welcome. I'm more than happy to open that door. Again, you know, Ryan Thompson here, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Edward Lonzi, and I'm a goalkeeper at RTG Academy. When I grow up, I want to be a pro goalkeeper and just kind of see how far the game can take me. And if that doesn't work out, then stay involved in the game. Coaching, find something to do, love the sport. I've had a lot of experience with Coach Ryan. I was with him at the Austin Bulls. We worked with the USL team. So I spent a couple years on the pro side, and then just working with him. And back here the Zoom year, been training with him every morning before school, and just staying around as long as much as I can. It's a great environment. I couldn't recommend the academy more. It's a great place. So much love here, so much respect. You learn, make friends, and couldn't be a better place to train and get better.
My name is Ashton Bell, and I play with RTG Academy, and I'm a goalkeeper. I want to be a pro goalkeeper when I grow up. I just want to see how far the game takes me. If I can go overseas, whatever chance I'll do, I'll take it. The academy is definitely helping me achieve the goal. It's also bringing me very big opportunities, and it's very comforting. I've learned everything in the academy because when I started from the lowest, and they sent me to Ryan, and he's done so much for me. I would recommend the academy to kids in Austin, definitely, and it's a safe place and environment, not only for soccer, but for your mindset. He's very big on everything like that.
Hi, I'm Alex Andrews, and I'm a goalkeeper at RTG Academy. Just one day I came here, and since then it's just been such a great environment. I remember I did a private with them, and I didn't like it, but when I started doing the groups, it was probably one of the funnest things I've ever done. I would definitely want to go pro, maybe overseas, be in the youth of the U.S. Women's National Team, still training with Ryan. I definitely like Ronaldo. I also like Oblak and really all the keepers, but my probably favorite is Hope Solo or Abby Wambach. It's a great environment. You're going to get better, and it's just overall a great come. Please come. It will be amazing. You'll have the best time.
Yes, Ryan, man. Great work, man. I look on the YouTube channel. So, people, that's the link. I just pin it in the comment section. You guys go over there, subscribe, and see the great work that Ryan is doing in Tampa Bay. Ryan, Bridging, I really appreciate you giving back to the game. Or you come an idea to do this, Ryan. This is big thing in the United States, you know, my brethren. And when I look at the video, I'm more than how many kids you have in the academy? Goalkeeper.
Every year, like it keeps growing. So I have an average. I work with at least 120 goalkeepers throughout the year.
Wow.
You know, and it's growing. Like different. I'm gonna tell different goalkeepers. You know, every Friday nights. You know, at one time I'll be working with 60 goalkeepers. You know, I hire coaches and stuff. You know, coaches who believe in our philosophy: respect, inspire, develop, enjoy. You know. So for me, you know, it is a blessing. You know, the game has given me a lot. The game has taught me a lot as well, and I have this idea of how and when you know, my development kind of clicked, and when things worked out for me, and when it didn't work over me, and why it didn't work over me. So I try to grab that knowledge and put that in our elements of development. How we're going to do it? How we're going to our methodology, I should say. How we're going to go about developing the best student athlete, the best leader, you know, because the big thing for us is not just about the athletes, brother. You know, it's about developing future leaders, people who's going to become doctor, lawyers, you know, presidents, you know, and you want to make sure these people that you're helping to get to that point, they're good people, you know. So work on the human side first, and then we'll talk about, okay, if someone know that they genuinely care about them and you want what's best for them, and you instill those leadership skills into them, it's easy for you to then teach. That's what Paul Campbell did. Paul Campbell showed all these Jamaican goalkeepers that he cared about them. And we were willing to buy into all of his ideas of how the goalkeeping work. And for me, that's what the big thing is. You got to show that you care about these people first and foremost. Then the teaching is easy, because anybody can be a teacher. You know, it's out there. The information's out there.
Yes, man, Ryan. So, Gunners boss, whenever you're ready, you can phone in and talk to the coach. All right. Big fan of the show. But Ryan, my brethren, man, this is fantastic you're doing, man, to know that you not only play the game, you leave, you stop play. I would say you're still involved in the game because you're still training. When I look at some of the video, them, you still diving and all of these stuff. If you're not talking, you just show them how to get it or you want it and all of them stuff there. Yeah. And it's amazing, man. And I was doing my show, you know, man, and I said, I even bring up you that you're doing great thing in Tampa Bay. You Richard Edwards is doing great.
There's two places, Austin and Tampa.
Okay, fair enough, but we're going to take this call. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Talking to Ryan LFC and Ryan Thompson.
Big up yourself, Ryan. I know me I talk to you already. Me I talk to the other Ryan now. Big up yourself, Mr. Ryan.
Manners and respect, man. Manners and respect. Is in manners and respect.
Yeah, man. Me there I listen to your thing, you know. Me no really coming like you after my time still. As Ryan said, the whole boy them. So me I want the old boy them, but the young boy Ryan a drop word pan. But I'm a son, it not hurt me. Like, but you when me talk to you now, my boss. Me see you do a thing there. But me just listen, I watch you look at clip where Ryan play. And me know say in order for you to be doing that camp, you have to have some people, whether they are volunteered or they are being employed and being paid. You have to have some other people, because they're not just you and your wife alone that do it, right?
Yep.
So me ask you, do me a favor. As a Jamaican, please vet the people you are hiring thoroughly. Because we see what happened with Larry Nassar and all those people, and even the Carola Ranch and the gymnast them and all these things with Simone Biles them and them thing there. Don't make nobody bring you down, because you have some people out here who just they have that mentality and they prey around people like you and to take this advantage of situation. And at the end of the day, you going to be the fall guy. So me I beg you, anybody where you are gonna bring around these people, kids in America, vet them 100%.
Agree. No, I appreciate.
Get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
male and female, vet everybody, because you have some dirty people out here who like to be around little kids for their what we don't want to get too deep in it on Ryan channel. Now I know me can't talk. Yeah, alone. You know what I'm talking about. So me I ask you, just make sure say bring on those kind of people. The Sandusky type around.
Noted, brother. Noted. Respect.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all me ask you. And keep up the good work. And if you find it in your time, one of the time, even though you've been treated so bad around the national thing, even though you don't think you feel like you've been treated, but I think you feel like you've been treated well because you get a lot of opportunity. And I don't hear you have any bitterness or negative towards our national program. So when I tell if you can find time to run a trip back to Jamaica and show some of the younger youth them how it's done, bring a little people, set a year crew from over here and go down there and run a little academy here and there. It would be great, you know.
Him did that, Gunners boss. Him did that, you know. So we will talk about that. We'll get into that, man. We'll do the research, man.
Okay. No, man, I'm not jump over and thing, no, man. You don't know. And the youth, them, we do the things, them, the positive thing, now. And them youth, they will love, you know. And them youth, they will support, you know. So you don't know, you know, once you put it out there and the youth out there, you know. I'm say, you see my first comment, me I try to truly I tell him, say, I don't know him and whatever. But me, 2015, me the America too long. Me never gonna know about him too much. Me never follow the thing I deal with. Management and Ryan and coach them bring back the thing for YouTube now. And the thing get a little transparent. We never into the loop because we never know what going. So we still have to say Ryan them and them youth here. People continue supporting them and give them all the love and all the grace. One look and give them and all the joy. And one look and drop a little thing over there because them take them time out of them pressure, them days to come do these things when them could have do some work. And if the basket we do them thing here, we lose with job. So if you support the thing, like it, share it, and make on a friend them know so them can like it. We can build a platform we say it can turn at it. But we can take off the monetization and make on get it for free.
Yes, man. Big up yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself.
Respect.
Thompson, keep up the good work and just watch those people around you. Just watch them and make sure you and vet them properly. Yes, sir?
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself.
One.
All right. That's Gunners boss. Big up yourself, Gunners boss. So, yeah. Yes, Ryan, you're doing a great job in Tampa Bay and, as you said, in different country. But I was asking you what inspired you to help to come back in the game, because many players that play at the highest level and don't help, you know, because they think they give too much of them life to the media and to a lot of people, so they want to spend it with them family. So for know that you play all across the world and then came back and I give back to the sports, man, that's a great achievement, man.
Passion and purpose.
Yeah.
I am passionate about mentoring and teaching. Because I understand in life, brother, if I never had any mentors, my life would be different. You get to me, I say? Right? My purpose is to bring joy and inspiration to people's life. If they have opportunities, may I give opportunities where you to deserve it, you know? Right? What are the things that I'm very good at? I'm very good at goalkeeping. You know, I like to teach, I like to mentor. Okay, if we want to bring joy to people, I just go get a group of goalkeeper and teach them how to be goalkeepers. And in other words, teach them how to be future leaders. And the minute they're getting better, they're going to be happy. So that's the start from the brother. More provide opportunities for youth, brother. More every youth get them opportunity to go fulfill them dreams. And big thing, as I'm gonna say to you, me know what college do for me, right? The first thing when me used to go back home to Jamaica, me used to go all of my friends them. You guys want to go to school? You guys want to go to school? Like I have this access, you know. I know the person to call to make sure you guys can get a scholarship. And unfortunate thing is, 90% of the people say, "I'm not interested in a school." You know, a ball. Me say, you know, I say, "Yo, you want to go on, brother? If you can play a ball, you can meet whole heap of people. You can still go play pro. You can do all this stuff in a different environment. You know." The ones who take it, the first one to take it, you them Dorado Phipps and Damien Lowe. You know Damien Lowe now. They were the first youth. We say, you know what, Gada? You go take the opportunity and I see what I'm going to do. You them life changed. Now Jamaica national team captain now. You know, Dorado Phipps who won 2 hours at Tampa. He's a chartered accountant now. And him live happy, married and everything. Most youth them said no, them don't want an opportunity. Guess what them know? They must struggle at Jamaica. Unfortunate. They are New York or Fort Lauderdale. You see me? And I realized enough of these youths what they didn't have mentors.
Yeah.
So my job is to make sure I could be the most positive impact and influence, have the most positive impact and influence on someone's life. So me have to, me have to educate myself, me have to put myself out there. You know, me have to start people, yo, see the work come here, I do ya. Thank God for social media now. You know, people capture the talent and just put it out there, capture the passion and put it out there. And in return, it attract good people. It attract youth who genuinely want opportunity. And it also inspire youth. This is the boy, you know, so God I go through all of these things I'm going through and look there. I'm happy, you know, brother. I'm really happy, you know, because me I do what I love, brother.
Yeah.
I'm tell you, I love them amongst people. I love to see people happy. I love to, you know, help people to get better. If someone wants an opportunity and I have an opportunity, I'm going to give it to them if they deserve it. So that's something bird from, brother. The thing bird from a passion and inspiration, brother, and purpose. Is it me?
Yeah.
So that's something I continue to do for the rest of my life right now, and you know, I continue to redefine myself. So until I have that table, we can come back and say, yo, here we are going. This is how we should be structuring things. Here's a proof of concept. This is how I did it right here. I would have left nobody behind. You get me?
Yeah. What you study at college?
Marketing.
Marketing.
Yeah. Major in marketing and minor in sports management.
Okay, fair enough. So do you plan to go back home to set up something, you know, have same thing running in United States? Because in Jamaica, we don't really have a probably I don't know off my head or can call, but in Jamaica we don't really have an academy for just teaching goalkeeper. Do you planning to open up shop at home and in and hire people?
100%. Like again, we have the philosophy, we have the methodology, we have the curriculum, we have the know-how. We also have the connection to get these kids, our coaches, to college, to pro. We have it. What we don't have now is somebody to come in Jamaica, in a corporate Jamaica, to come and support this movement. Funding, okay, I want to bring this stuff to Jamaica. Here we're going to do. We have a piece of place so we can, a piece of land we can go, you know, build a nice little field and we are training on a day-to-day basis. Or, you know, we have, you know, let's at least fund for the short term right now, fund the staff to come to Jamaica for a week. We have a week camp where we're teaching the technical, the tactical, the psychological, the physical, and the most important, when people forget the social connection between you and your environment. What's the lifestyle like? We know as Jamaican, our lifestyle is terrible, so we don't know how to be professional. You know, we want a party all night, we want to hang out with the wrong people, them, and then them take away from you being a professional athlete or a high-level athlete. So we understand these things. What are we training? Why are we training these things? We need to train the fundamentals of the game. So the goalkeepers can be super technical. If you ask me, we are already winning in the physical capabilities. Because when you look at we as Jamaican, we're strong, we're fast, we're athletic. Just imagine now you start training the mind. You start training the tactical side and the technical. Brother, it's unstoppable because I got exposed to it. Andre Blake got exposed to it. Dwayne Miller got exposed to it. Dwayne Card, Elva Ricketts. We got exposed to those things because of Paul Campbell. Look how much of us, we all play for Jamaica national team. And we all make it to the transition to go play pro. Now imagine if I'm able to get an opportunity to do that with the next generation of Jamaican goalkeepers. Listen to me. We'll have 20 Andre Blakes. We'll have 20 Ryan Thompson. We'll have 20. And that's what we need because we already have the physical capabilities. You can't teach physical capabilities, brother. Either you have it or you don't have it. Okay, make it get stronger, yes. But either you're athletic or you're not athletic. And right now, look at it. We're born, you know, we're born special in Jamaica, brother, because of the food that we eat and you know the island, and because we come from Africa and all them things. We have it all, brother. We just need people with money, you know, to invest just a little bit in the people like my project, right? Project or RTG project, which will return help the youth of Jamaica. Come on, Jamaica, and thank God for Peter Moses, you know, and you know Jordan Moses and Jason Moses. You know, they opened. You know, real money I'm talking about now. They opened their door, right? Ryan, yes, come do a camp here. Come do a clinic here. And we had such an amazing turnout when we had it there. But we haven't been back since because we don't have, you know, the resources. The country is not putting the money where the mouth is coming. If I tell my staff, hey, let's fly to Jamaica. We have to pay for them plane ticket. We have to pay for food. We have to pay for hotel. And then we have to pay them for the work, execute the work. If we have somebody at Jamaica who have the money to do that, we can take trips to Jamaica once every month. And then we identify talent. We're seeing we're inspiring the youths. And then we can then utilize what we do best, giving them opening doors for them, make them better human being, make future, and then in return help the national team, help the clubs, help everything. You know, so we're looking for, you know, anybody who wants to help in those process or initiative, you know.
You know, Ryan, over the years, I always wonder why United States produce so much good goalkeeper. The Tim Howard, you can name them that play in the Premier League on the highest level. You understand? Because of this training. I always think, as a young man always playing in Jamaica, I don't think we have enough goalkeeper training and all of this stuff to better our craft. And I think we lack that in Jamaica. More people don't see the glamours of goalkeeper. You understand? They more focus on the striker, defend. Goalkeeper gets a little attention when you come and talk about preparation and training and all of these stuff. But Ryan, recently you were senior head coach for Tampa Bay. You were the
Aston Bold, USL Championship. Aston Bold.
Okay, so as an assistant coach becomes a first team head coach, how that feel and what is like to get that opportunity in the United States?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, brother. You know, we talked about earlier about the preparation, right? So at 17, I decide like, you know, Ryan, I'm going to put in the same amount of work I'm going to put in as a player, as a coach, right? So the first thing I need to go by, I need to get my license. Too often we have a lot of youngsters or a lot of professional players like, oh yeah, me a professional, so I know it all. No, you need to go learn the books, you know. So I went, you know, I got my B license, and then I realized like, boy, then an opportunity presented itself for me to come back in the game as a player coach. That's where it started with Aston Bold, you know, met this guy Marcelo Serrano, and he saw me working. I was like, man, you're one, still fit, two, you have so much knowledge, and you're actually really good at your craft. I would love to bring you as my assistant coach, you know. Did a few volunteer work with him first and foremost. Then he told me he got this new job in Aston Bold, in the USL Championship. And if I wanted to move my family. And at first I told him no, because I didn't want to go back in the game yet. You know, it was like, why you don't want to go back in the game? I'm like, there's too much negative influence. I just want to be peaceful, build my goalkeeping school, enjoy my family in Tampa, because we had moved back to Tampa, and be, you know, back in the community, you know, because I was happy doing that. And he was like, yeah, but you know, you could still bring those same traits in the professional world. And then he convinced me. I'm like, okay, cool. So I took the opportunity in 2018, moved to Austin, Texas with the family, was player coach, worked hard, you know, I was doing it all. You know, I was equipment manager, you know, I was a goalkeeper, I was the assistant coach, you know. Brother, when I tell you about the work is easy, I would need the opportunity. I was doing literally everything. Game analysis, presenting game analysis, you name it. And, you know, so the players see you working and like, man, this dude is so humble, he's so happy, and he's so hungry. You have no choice but to respect me, you know? And that going, you know, and he was like, Ryan, do you want to play? I'm like, no, I don't want to play. I just want to be a coach right now. He was like, man, you're better than the goalkeepers that we have. I'm like, no, it's okay. My playing days are done. I would still list as a player coach, but I don't want to play. You know, anyway, so fast forward, things happened, you know, then I fully like walk away. 2019, you know, the players start like, whoa, you're good. You find ways to motivate us. You find ways to inspire us. You're actually intense. You're this, you're that. So the players start to like my style of coaching because I'm a player coach. I realized that I wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for the players. So my job as an assistant coach is to make sure every single player is getting whatever they need to be successful. What that means to go cut some videos and look at them and talk to them. What that means to go grab lunch with them so we could build those social connection. All of these positive stuff, you know, I was able to do and connect with them. So when the opportunity come, you know, a year later, you know, the owner came to me and was like, Ryan, you know, would love for you to be the head coach for this reason. I'm like, well, are you sure? If you want me to be the coach, I'll be the head coach. He was like, yeah, the players are responding to you way more. They respect you. They love you. You know, Marcelo is going to move on to something else. And you know, I'm like, okay, did it. Brother, I was so astonished, brother, with how the players responded. Every single player, every single staff member, you know, everyone wanted to see me successful, brother. They work extra hard. They work hours, like stuff wasn't even their job. They wanted to do to make sure the team was successful, to make sure Ryan Thompson was successful as the first Jamaican black head coach here in the USL Championship. You know, it's like everybody, the entire league, they wanted to see me successful. People from all over the community was coming to like, hey Ryan, you know, man, we love your energy on the sideline. So the first game that I was head coach in charge of, brother, and we won the game, everybody came over to me. The players, they tossed water at me there, and you know, and it was such a joyful moment, brother. It's like all the years of you working hard, knowing that you were doing things for a greater purpose, and to see it actually happen right now in front of you, stuff like that. I never, like, if you say I didn't even want to be a head coach, but Ryan, do you have the ability to be a head coach? Hell yeah. Do you have the knowledge? Hell yeah. Do you have the experience? Hell yeah. There's no better person to lead a team than you. You know? So like, you've been knocked down 1,000 times over again, and you keep picking yourself up, and your spirit is always high. People see that's contagious. People want to be a part of that. So, you know, when I took over the team, of course, we changed tactics. Oh, are you a tactician? Hell yeah, I know too. I've been playing soccer for all my life. So I realized that I need to have my best players on the field, and the hardest working players on the field. You know, and we changed it to a 3-5-2 system, a 3-4-1-2 system. And we were highly successful, winning 3 games undefeated. First time in the club history, you know, we'll go back-to-back games winning, beating the top teams. You know, players got injured and all that stuff. We were coming towards the end of the season because the old coach had traded a few of our players. So we were short-staffed. Players got injured. We were playing 2-3 games a week. And that's the only way teams were able to beat us. Now we just never had enough body. But experience, brother, was such an humbling experience. It was great. I learned a lot of stuff about me. So now, if you ask me, do you want to be a head coach again? Hell yeah. I want to be a head coach again because I have the ability to understand the game. The game belongs to the players. It's not about me as a coach. It's for the players. And my purpose is to do what? Bring joy and inspiration to people. You know? And if I can inspire these players to go fulfill their dream, they will go run through the wall for you, brother.
Well, last week, I think earlier this week, me I interview Miguel Coley in the next part of the world. And you see, same thing the way I say player willing to run in because they owe the motivation. And even a while ago, you're just saying that it's not about you, it's about the players. And the same message you keep on repeat. It's not about you, it's about the player and all of these stuff, man. Ryan, trust me, bro, like, he's a very good motivation.
I love to motivate, brother. I live and breathe it, brother. I'm a walking motivation, brother. Think about it for a second. Look where I come from.
Yeah.
Where I come from, then I'm told, brother, where bullet a fly over me, left, right, and center, and should bomb a drop on me after I sleep on the bed. I'm at the right, so now I do what me other brother. I listen, then kick me down, they knock me down, my bounce right back. Hard man for that, brother. You get to me, I say, so when I get that, brother, it's like the purpose that drive me, brother. I just want to see people win. I want to see youths win. Brother, youths are the future, and if we don't take care of the future, brother, the future dead in the brother. So, you know, to whom much is given, much is expected. A whole lot of things come my way. A whole lot of positive things come my way. And I'm grateful for that, forever grateful for those things. There was a lot of trial that comes my way, but this trial come my way for me to be in this spot now. So I'm able to relate to whenever I see a youth in our next environment struggling. I'm able to help them because I can talk them through how I dealt with that situation. You know, and just stay faithful. You know, great Bob Marley thing. Don't worry about that thing. Everything will be all right. It's always going to be all right, you know. You see me? So you just have the next best step. What's the next best step you can do? And stay grounded. Stay humble, hungry, and honest. And great things will happen to you, brother. So these are my message, you know. Everything is about love, passion, and purpose, brother. You see, and we just want to see people win. We really want to see people win, brother.
Yeah. But look at back your career. Are you happy what you achieved playing?
100%. Me know the universe nothing. You know the universe owe me nothing.
If you go back and think, what would you do better as a football player?
What I would do better as a football player, I with the same knowledge that I had, nothing. You don't know where you don't know, brother. Think about that for a second, you know. Yeah. You get me? So if I'm in this situation with the knowledge that I have, but I know I had purpose, right? My purpose is to go bring joy and inspiration or for, you know, make the best of whatever opportunity I have. I made the decisions back then based on the information I had. And the information I had was like my grandmother always tell me two things, you know. Ryan, good name, make them pocket money, and make sure you have a good name out there, you know. You know what? Hard work equals success, you know, Ryan. You know, be nice and kind to people, respect people, blah blah blah. And everything, every process, I did that. Every single moment and process, I did that. And then I call this the Bob Marley, I get a little older, you know, get up and stand up for your rights. So I realize my rights is being challenged, I ask questions. You see it? Yeah. Because I can't either be submissive and like, okay, sir, yes, ma'am, that's not me, brother. I'm a warrior, brother. I'm a warrior. You see, so I'm going to be respectful and I'm going to ask a tough question. I'm going to have a tough conversations. Because if I don't have a tough conversation, I don't learn. If I don't learn, I can't grow. If I can't grow, I can't help nobody, brother. Yeah. You see me? So, more this Mr. If you question what you ask me, it's hard for me to tell you, so boy, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, but you don't know.
All right, Ryan. I want to end at 2 hours. I don't want to keep you any more longer, but I'm taking a call. I have one more question for you. Carla, good evening. Welcome to the show. Good morning. You are in Florida. What do you have to say? Live with Ryan Thompson. Carla, you're very low. You're very low.
No, we just want to pick up both Ryan. I mean, one Ryan is the other one.
Hold on the coach. You're so low, man. I don't know why. You're so low. Check your thing.
Okay.
Hang up and call back. Hang up and call back, man. Yeah, that's Coach Barris.
Yeah, man.
I want to cause him to hear. But one question I want to ask you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What are the goals you want to try to achieve for the next 5 years?
You know, me as a man, I live day by day still. I gotta tell you the truth, you know. I live day by day, you know. You see, and I must say, my goal is to be the best I could be today in every interaction today. You know, because tomorrow I promise to nobody, you know. But I attempt to answer your question. You see, I would love for me I would love for my academy, my goalkeeping academy, to be in multiple cities. Also being fully, you know, in Jamaica as well, where we're inspiring and developing future leaders and athletes, you know, so they could go pursue their dreams and aspirations without fears. So that's the first thing. Second thing, you know, my academy is running fully without me. So that means I have successfully, you know, inspire other mentors and coaches to take it over, so they could then go feel what it's like to inspire other people. So I could go then move on to what life have planned for me. For example, you know, if I want to become a head coach, you know, I'm a successful head coach. And what do I define success as? You know, it's not just winning on the field, but, you know, players are graduating through my ranks, you know, moving on to bigger, better things, you know. Their family life is healthy, you know. For me, the next 5 years, like my daughter, then my two daughters, you know, is pretty much having a mom and dad that's fully support everything that they do. You know, my wife is happy and healthy. We all happy. My mom, you know, my mother-in-law, just my family dynamic is very healthy. We go on travels, we go see the world. You know, I understand the importance of seeing different perspectives. So I want my kids to expose to different perspectives in this world, learn different languages, be related and can relate to other people, you know, based off different things, you know. So my 5 years like that, and hopefully, you know, if it's not the US national team, maybe Jamaica national team, if Jamaica, you know, being a part of the Jamaica team qualifying for the World Cup, you know, and, you know, utilizing my expertise, you know, to add value to the Jamaica Football Federation. And, you know, I want to see our country back in World Cup, brother. I really want to see Jamaica back in World Cup. And I genuinely believe there's a lot of knowledge that I have that can, you know, could pass on there through the youth system, within the
So, one to take Barris. Coach Barris Johnson, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks, man. First of all, let me say good afternoon to the Giant Mr. Thomas. And
Big brother, big up.
Yeah, I just came from an inductive ceremony myself for one of our fellow female players, and I sit in the ceremony and it was a joy. So I know the experience in terms of what it been through. But as I told Ryan, listen to the story. Saying key emphasis on how many times you could have said, give up, throwing the towel, but you didn't. I mean, you're stuck with the task, you're stuck with the craft, and here you are today. Not a Ryan Thomas, but Hall of Famer, and has been inducted in one of the top schools in terms of Tampa University. I just want to say congratulations again, my brother. He who knows the hard work know how much you are deserving of this.
Yep.
And not only this, everything that you have been through during your career. I mean, I always go back to the moment and the Champion League game that you're talking about. Every time I watch back a clipping of that game, I remember taking up the phone to call the Federation to say, look, how can we have a goalkeeper keeping the Champion League and he's not in his squad? But I remember when I spoke to you, you said, listen, if they are going to call me, they will call me. So I just love the interview. I think it's one that a lot of kids can sit and relate to and realize how much you stick to your craft, stick to the moment, never give up, continue, and now we see where you are in terms of an Hall of Fame. All the best to the Goalkeeper and Academy, and you already set the groundwork for that. I mean, I don't know how much the JSF is listening and understand as somebody that came to a Paul Campbell and is willing to help back with the program. I mean, Ryan talked a lot on the forum. You need to get back past players into helping with the football. Because not only helping with the football, but we can also help to motivate the new generation of players coming through. Because, I mean, people might see them as players, but we see them as a new generation that need to be taught. And need to be taught not only on the field, but off the field. But again, I just want to say congratulations, my brother.
Thank you.
And, you know, it's love all the time. Anywhere we go, anytime we talk, you know, we embrace each other and we enjoy. And as I said, big up the family again, big up everybody. And I know we expect good goalkeepers out of the two girls there. So, 100%. I know that's in the making. All right, so big up yourself, my brother.
Barris, you know, go on. A lot of people don't know that, again, you're one of the mentors, them where always, hey, Ryan, stay up on the path. Ryan, here, it's a workout. Ryan, school. Ryan, you know.
You see, the problem that people don't understand, Brian, and you said it. He who much is given to, much is expected. I mean, we have been helped.
Yep.
So we see it, and we understand it, and we know in turn we have to help. It's just that it's sad that we want to help, but we are not given the opportunity sometimes to help in the best capacity we are. But we'll never stop helping.
Yep.
Because it's very important, and as I say, we know and we understand sometimes people just need that little push and that little drive and somebody to lead them to take that one step, and then the rest is history. So again, I said, blessing my brother, and nobody deserves it better than you.
Thank you, brother.
And I can't wait to drive over. Honestly, I can't wait to drive over Tampa University to see you on that wall with the rest of all of them.
Yeah, brother, man. Give thanks, man.
I mean, I'm supposed to go at it today, but I'm not sure. But I just can't wait to go over there to see you on that one.
I will see you in a couple of next week. I'll see you next week, brother.
Yeah, man, but we can't wait to go over there to start that picture and I tried for the interview because sometimes people see you as Ryan the goalkeeper, people see you as Ryan the footballer, but they don't know the real story behind the scene and how you get to be in this Ryan. They don't know. They know love and they don't want to be a part. So it's good. It's good to see the real story getting out there.
Real talk.
From start into the transition phase and into the finishing. And as I said, bless and love, brother. And blue and yellow for life. I mean, you might say yellow and blue, orange and blue, red and blue, jump for us. Blue and yellow for life. And as I say, we always help. It's just that sometimes we're not given the right forum to help.
Yep.
As I say again, congratulations on the induction. And, you know, it's something that we really feel proud of you about it because, as I say, you know the struggle. Understand when you get to the destination. It's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy, but because we know the journey and we know the perseverance, we kind of appreciate a little bit more and we kind of feel good inside. And that's about congratulations, my brother.
All right, brother, man. Give thanks, man. Give thanks.
Give thanks, coach. One love, coach.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Blessings every time.
Yeah. So Ryan, listen, man. I think we covered a lot. Have you ever do an interview where you give a full story like this?
Not like this. Not you went from start to finish. We come from again. There is so much for me to say. We could probably sit here for 2, 3, 4 more hours.
Yeah.
But this is probably one of the longest one I've done.
Yeah. At least if somebody say, yo, Ryan Thompson, at least you can say, listen, you can find that you just type in Ryan LFC on YouTube, Ryan LFC interview Ryan Thompson. So you will see the full story. Oh, I come up. You're the first Jamaican goalkeeper to play in the Champions League. Virgin, that's a big, amazing. Not only play one game, but play 90 minutes and play Champions League, Virgin. Yo, it's amazing, Virgin. And as me say, you always get the credit out of your country before the people in Jamaica start to respect. Ryan, I always call in for past player to be a part of the program. And not only just I want to see past player that who is doing well, player that have the qualification, not because I don't want nobody to hear me a call for past player. Oh, Ryan, them not have no qualification. I'm calling for the people them who is doing well to be a part. I know at some point in your career you want to become the head coach of the senior men's national team
100%.
and take it to the World Cup.
100%. Oh, I would love to. There ain't nobody gonna work as hard as me. I don't see anybody's gonna work as hard as me. I put together a team that's gonna work as hard as me for our country.
Yeah.
Proof of concept. That's what I did when I played.
Yeah.
And so that's what I want. I would one day.
Definitely. It will happen, Ryan, but I just want to tell you, man, thank you very much to spend like 2 hours and 10 minutes out of your time and to come and do this interview. We should have been doing it for a good look a while now, but nothing happened before time. This is the perfect time. This is the right time. And I just want to tell you, Virgin, thank you very much for being here. All right. So, people, we're going to close out with one of the greatest memory of Ryan Thompson career. This is my one. I don't know about Ryan. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to play this and I'm going to leave it and come back after the intro. So sit back, grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite peanut, sit back, put them on the flat screen TV and listen to history. And we in Jamaica, we need to start to give our own respect before outside of Jamaica start to give them it. So listen to this, people.
The former Reggae Boyz goalkeeper Ryan Thompson will be among the 9 student athletes who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame at the University of Tampa.
Several times, the achievement of someone is echoed as a dream come true. But that's not the case for Ryan Thompson, who on October 20 will join an elite number of inductees in the Hall of Fame at Tampa University. Such achievement was never in the wildest dream of the former reggae boy, who says his main focus was to make the best of his life without thinking about the rewards.
I'm looking at the induction stuff and they give a little bio of all the achievements. I'm reading it. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize I achieved all these things, but because it was never that for me. It was always, you have an opportunity to make the best of it. Simple. That's what it is,
Still, Thompson is grateful to be an inductee. As he says, it shows that he has made an impact on many lives throughout his time at the institution.
When my university gave me that call and told me that, hey, you're going to be inducted, man, like tears came to my eye, brother, honestly. Now, little youth from Demontown, come true, just live his dream as a football player, and I think the biggest thing is it wasn't just the football piece, it was just the social connection or outside impact I have on other people outside, the football environment, just building relationships and, just staying positive through many, many negative circumstances, and I'm just grateful, brother. Real talk.
October 20 will give Thompson something he missed out on at his graduation, as none of his family members was granted a US visa to attend.
When graduation come, and then I look to my right and I look to my left, I see all of my friends, them, and everybody else there. They had their mom, their dad, their brothers and sisters, their uncle, their auntie. And then there was just me. I look to my right, I look to my left, never really have nobody. And it was really lonely. I kind of, like, man, it's like the things you have to go through as in life when you realize you don't really have money.
But it will be a different thing this time around, as his mom is now living with him in Texas.
12 years later, she's here and she's going to be able to, see and witness, our son walk on the stage and give a speech and kind of collect what we need to collect at the time, So I think that's a proud moment. It's going to be a proud moment for her, and I'm really excited for her more than anything else,
And don't expect Thompson to be walking around with a chip on his shoulder.
I open the doors for many young Jamaicans to come to university here. A lot of people don't know these things. I'm just the behind the scene. I help because somebody helped me, and I need to help the next generation so they could go pursue their dreams and help them family and them, and just be happy. I want them to have joy in their life as well, So no, man, we're not on a chip on my shoulder, none whatsoever.
Thompson was an All-American during his time at the University of Tampa. Renata Brown for TVJ Sports.
Boy, listen, you see another clip here, I see some save the way you make the brother. So, bro, you need to put your 15 best save, go all up on social media and put them together, brother. Because your journey, you need to have them up on your YouTube page, Bridget.
For real.
For real. Bridget, trust me, like, listen to this, I listen to it about 10 times. I say, yeah, man, Bridget, I'm proud to know that you name Ryan and me name Ryan. You the great thing out here,
The golden children, not the golden child, the golden children.
Okay. So, Ryan, I know it's going to get busy for you, Bridget. I just want to tell you, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate the work you guys doing on off the pitch and through your time playing. I know it's hard, and as me say, I would have give up, but you never give up. I'm rate that about you. And I love the journey. I would never change nothing from me at Shub and Card. Telling about Shubin and Card downtown, passing through them and town, putting my money under me, in my shoes under the insole for the youth them down at them and town and take it from when me and Shub Card downtown. I would not change my journey. And I love what you say. You buck up on a lot of erg, but you push them down and you get it back and you continue go. I want you to have your last saying before we go off. What you have to say to the fans? We have a lot of people watching now. Carl Brown is watching. I sent him the interview with you and all of them stuff there. So I'm grateful. So I want you to tell the fans them where they can find you on social media and your last saying to the fans and where they can find you.
First, you mentioned a very important name right there, Carl Brown. And you asked me earlier, I felt if Carl Brown was still involved with Jamaica national team, I probably would have had 120 caps. He was the first one to give me that opportunity and actually name a vice captain. Me and Rudolph and Jermaine Taylor. So big up Coach Carl Brown and Paul Campbell as well. So my
where's Paul Campbell? Where's Paul?
He's in Atlanta now. He's in Atlanta. I really open for Jamaica bring him back. In terms of the development of goalkeepers, we need a Paul Campbell.
Bro, to come up with me. Me do an interview because to so many great goalkeeper come through, man. Story. I would love for you to hook him up with me.
A lot of my philosophy birthed from him, So again, I hope Jamaica they're listening because there's no better human being and there's no better coach in terms of development when it comes to youth in Jamaica, goalkeeping wise. So they should pay that guy $1 million to be in Jamaica because we will have 100 Andre Blakes. 100 Ryan Thompson, 100 Dwayne Carr, 100 Donovan Ricketts, if they actually invest in that guy. So first, hope someone is noting that. So for me, the biggest thing right now, all right, it might sound cliche, you can look on the cup half empty, you can look on it half full. And I strongly encourage every youth out there to look at the cup half full because there's a lot to be thankful for. How do you put that into action now? You look at it half full, you take the next best action you can do in your moment, in your current situation. In other words, you have to be the best human being and best whatever task or craft that you choose in that moment, and nobody should be able to outwork you in that moment. You know, stay prepared. Stay prepared. Create the value where you are. And when opportunity come, you will be ready for it. And if not, just still take the next best foot forward. You get me? Because life I got to throw a curveball at you, you know. You get me? And when life throw a curveball at you, you can look on it and like, why this is happening against me, or it's happening for me. And I best believe this is my perspective. Life always prepare you for greatness. You gotta choose to find greatness within you first and foremost. The big thing, find your purpose, right? Why are you doing what you're doing, right? And then utilize that and pour that into somebody else. What's the purpose? Build value, respect, inspire, develop, enjoy. Treat people you want to treat or you want to be treated. Do the best to be an inspiration to others around you. The work is easy when it is opportunity, so work hard no matter what. When opportunity comes, make sure you enjoy the process. And these are some words I want to leave with my fellow Jamaicans and whoever it is that's watching this interview. We're great beyond measures. People want to knock you off your pathway, no problem. They knock you bounce back up again and you keep it moving. Keep learning, keep redefining yourself, and keep being an inspiration to others. You know, and the last piece, my mother should there see her here. Finally get for coming in America, enjoy herself, you know. So
nice. Good morning, mommy. Good night, mommy. You're doing a fantastic job, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
So she there here, and again, a lot, mommy. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Thank you. You need to listen to my door sometimes.
Yeah. But Ryan, you know, so before you leave, though, I forgot to ask you that question, because I believe we have a crisis with Jamaican goalkeeper. What is going on with our young upcoming goalkeeper? Because I don't know, probably you guys at the Andre Blake and the car coming through, and to fill that gap is very, very hard to fill that gap. What happened to our goalkeeper? We're not seeing them making the progress where they normally make.
Brother, it's simple. We don't have, again, I see a lot of coaches down there, so I don't want to talk negative about any coaches down there, right? But I think they're doing the best that they can do. But what it is, we don't have any education going on in terms of goalkeeper development in Jamaica at all. One. Two, we don't have a likes of Paul Campbell, you know, Ryan Thompson, who have the passion and art for the game and the position and for people to go down there to be a true mentor, right? We don't have someone who's mentoring the goalkeepers, you know, to get them from point A to point B. You know, I observe a lot of training session, and everybody is all about dive. That's not about the game. What about the foundation? The first thing Paul Campbell come and do, you know, is teach us the basics of goalkeeping, you know. You know, and then they talk about the social connection piece, you know. How are you gonna connect with the people around you, your defenders, your midfielders, you know, your forwards, your coaches, the fans? Because if you can't connect, you can't perform. If you can't perform, you're not gonna develop, brother. You get me? So we start from the grown up, and I think a lot of the coaches, they don't know how to do. And it's simple. Just put on some goalkeeper coaching course, or get some people who are doing it, like myself, you know, who's doing it here. Bring us, come back to Jamaica and show other coaches who want to be inspired, you know, how it's done. And then going to take that talent or ability and then pass it on to the next youth. And it's like a chain reaction. We lose a lot of youth, my brother. We use a lot of talent, by the way. You know, I see some 6'4" goalkeeper quit soccer, and I'm like, what? Which one 6'4"? But them nobody not teach them a game, so them go in a game and them fail. Nobody not mentor them for make them know, say, yo, it's okay. Failure is a part of the process. Confusion is a part of the process. Keep failing. Keep trying. Stay away from the negative friends. Them. Stay away from the party lifestyle. Stay away from this. They nobody mentor them. So them not occupy them for the mind or the mental space positively. And that's why we not really develop. And a lot of players and goalkeepers, you know, we just hope. We're just hoping that somebody come through. We got to be intentional about the process, you know, and we need to get the best talent back in our country. or at least influencing what's in the country. You know, Paul Campbell needs to be back there. Somewhere. I'm sure if you pick your phone up and call Paul Campbell, he would love to go back to Jamaica right now to pass on his knowledge. No, Paul Campbell have more strength because now he has a Ryan Thompson who followed his blueprint and who's doing it highly successful now. Go look at my Instagram, you know, at RTG Academy. Go look at my TikTok at RTG Academy. Go look at my YouTube channel. Go look at all these interviews. We're doing it at a high level. One of my goalkeeper just signed to Real Madrid.
Wow.
You know, it's like little things like that. You know, well, barring this Real Madrid 3 team, but come on, Real Madrid is freaking 18. All my goalkeepers now going full scholarship to college. It's like, brother, the work is being done. We're doing it, and we're just a start because there's so much more we want to do. You know, like next year, God's will, we want to keep an overnight camp here in Austin, Texas. We may have flying 300 goalkeepers on site, and it's just a goalkeeping experience. They're being breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They're getting taught the technical, the tactical, the psychological, you know, the physical, and the social. Because we're going to be here for 5 whole day, morning, noon, and night, goalkeeping. Those are things. So I would love for all the Jamaican goalkeepers who can afford to do that, I would sponsor them to be here to be a part of that. So we talk more vision. Them days, I think, brother. Me not think small, me I think big. But you know what? Me I take small steps to make big steps as well.
Yeah, Bridging, I love what you are, Bridging. Love what you are. You're passionate about goalkeeping, Bridging.
Yeah, man. We need to cut it more. We need to cut it more. We can chat more about all the things. You see me?
Listen, trust me, bro. You need to. I would love for you to set up. I could send it. So just like I'm sending the link, and you get somebody to record the training live on YouTube and bring it to the whole world and make them sure you're doing great things like I do with Richard Edwards. I'm going down to Academy this Saturday to film to live training session. I do it 2 times already, so I will going down Brampton, go do some work with him on Saturday. So we need just message me a number in the private chat. I'm a story and keep the thing. Virginia do great work. Real Madrid. And you know that goalkeeper, it's not all about diving, it's about positioning yourself in the right, in the goal. And especially Allison, one of the goalkeeper where I really look up to, like, him hardly dive, man. Him hardly dive, but him just position or in position in the goal and in footwork. That's where goalkeeper becomes a sweeper and becomes the attack start from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, we have 2 jobs.
That's the game.
Yeah,
And that was the problem with our Jamaican goalkeeper when we look at them, Brad. Amal Knight, big up to Amal Knight, he's very good. Blake is not the greatest, but him have other things to cover for make him great. But our generation goalkeeper, they struggle to play out from the back. They struggle to control the ball. And that, as a goalkeeper, worried me. I remember when Coach Boris Johnson coaching me at Excelsior, him give me 5 balls in the gym. The ball cannot go outside. Knock it on the wall and learn how to control it. Boom, control it, kick that one there every 5 in a 4 or 5 different positions until I learn how to get my first touch. Me can play out from the back, and that's why the worry more me about goalkeeping. Not much going on at Jamaica. Talking to somebody from Federation there. The goalkeeper thing has been we now produce the Sean Sayers, the McCallum, the Kirk Porter, the Sean Sayers,
Leon Garden.
The Laxi Reed, Leon Garden, Scott,
Leroy Gray.
Virgin, the goalkeeper, the goalkeeper, them Warren Bar, and the goalkeeper, them we usually produce over the years. We're not pushing them out like we used before. And that made me really concerned about our goalkeeper.
Solution. Jamaica need to send me them best 5-6 goalkeepers at least once a month. Send them to where I'm at. And I spend 1 week. And we we'll send them back. And we have a cycle go. Every other month we're sending the youngsters them.
Yeah.
They might get exposed to what it's like to train, how we train.
Yeah.
How we train. You know, you inspire that, then go in an environment and give them a thing. You know, this is what you need for go home and go work on. So the next time I see them, I look for this development, I give them some individual development plan.
Yeah.
You see me? Because the youth, them enough for the youth, them want to forget bedtime, brother. But I can tell you, a whole heap of you reach out to me, you know. Them want knowledge, them want knowledge, them want knowledge, them want knowledge. You see me? But we not have nothing to bring that to life, you know. Make it easier for them because me know that everybody got a visa. Me look, my parents could have come for me, won't come to graduation and they could have come because they never have a visa. So make it easy to them. Okay, Ryan, if them can't come to you, you come to us. Okay, Ryan, we value your time and your expertise and all this stuff. I understand that you're a family. Okay, we need to take care of everything to make it easier for you to come down there.
Yeah, easy like that. It's much better. It's almost better for you. They get the hotel they get and you.
And you take your knowledge and you know, because now what happened, you know. Me see the youth them, my staff see the youth them, and I say, hold on there. You know how much pro contract we have, our contacts we have. Man, there's this Jamaican kid. You need to see him. He's raw. He's just, you know, but open this door for him. But if I don't see them, I don't know. I can't help. I don't know what I don't know. And what the best thing that corporate Jamaica can do or the federation can do is to make these things accessible for the youths.
True.
That's the best thing you can do.
Definitely. Virgin, message me a number, Virgin. Message me a number and thing. Virgin, I'm not keep you because your time is valid. May I say that for the last 10 minutes, I'm keep on and go on and go on. Respect your time. Ryan, your journey, wonderful journey. As I say, you would change anything. And I realize you have a very good relationship with your mother. That's great to know you have a great relationship. You're the only one your mother have, Virgin. So it's good to know that you're mama's boy and thing, Virgin. But anyway, Ryan, thank you very much for coming. Really do appreciate it. Enjoy it, Virgin. Sky's the limit. Walk good. And make sure that you keep on doing the right thing, Virgin. Sky's the limit. Ryan Thompson, thank you very much for coming, man. People, here you have it. We have another chilling episode of Reggae Boyz sharing their story how they grew up in Jamaica and doing great things across the world now. So next one coming is Ryan Johnson, the former Reggae Boyz player that played for Toronto FC. That one going to be an amazing one. This one is a great one. So let's subscribe, like, share, that other people can see this video because listen, the more people see it, the better. And Ryan, I think you need to upload this one to your YouTube channel. I give you that permission, brother.
Yeah, say no more. Say no more. Say it to me. Say no more.
All right, brother. Enough respect, man. Remember to send me a number, nothing but love and respect.
Brother. Every time, brother. Big up, big up. Keep doing it, man. For the way I do. You're the best. You're right now. Again, I get the last one here, and goes out to you. I love the fact that you do your research. I love the fact that you interview with structure, brother. It get me for reflect on my journey sometimes because now I'm leaving this interview more inspired again because of how you structure your interview as well. You know, thank you for that, brother. Thank you for providing this platform where I could share my story and realize that, you know what, there is value and beauty in just doing the right thing.
Yeah, I just get a message from Coach Carl Brown. He said, continue doing the right thing and nothing about love and respect to you and your family and stuff. So, Coach Carl Brown said, big up. Big up. Love and respect. All right. Yes, enough respect, man. All so here you have it, people. Thank you guys for watching, people. I'm going to run leave you guys now. I have a couple more shows to prepare for. Just look out for it. It's coming. All right, my beautiful people. Enough love and respect. Until next time, from your boy Ryan LFC, I like to say, peace out. Thanks for watching. Reggae Boyz fans, don't forget to check out the merchandise. Follow the movements. Support the movements. Purchase the merchandise. Reggae Boyz Nation. We have the hat. We have the cups. Check it out. We have a lot of different merchandise in the store. Show your boy Ryan LFC some love and support. Buy the merchandise. Let me know. What do you guys think about the merchandise? Would you guys purchase one of the merchandise?